It's your boy Yoshi Kitneo, and we are back with the world of this sign.
I think everyone's there.
Oh yeah, we are. So what we'll end up doing is, since Bill's not gonna be able to, I'll take control of his character stuff. He'll probably end up just attacking it.
Cool.
Okay.
So
I don't even remember my attack right now.
So who was able to join? Just
yeah, just us four.
okay.
Yep.
So we aren't
So
waiting for anyone.
no, we're not. Bill, he wants to play, very badly, but got the lady doesn't enjoy these kind of it. Uh,
Mm.
well, that's their thing. So,
Yeah.
all right. So last time, we ended
Dragon
by.
Ball Z. Sorry,
Last time,
it's a reflex. It really is.
you're good. We ended with coming into this room, and we see one dead cultist that Bill had killed, and then we see five more around the room, who Alanis just told to take us out, and then she, uh, like, so at this point, pretty much.
Music.
There we go. I finally got the jukebox to work. So I was working on that.
Jukebox.
Okay, so real quick, what
Killer.
we should do, everyone click on your token real fast, and at the top left you should see a couple different uh little
Oh,
macro
that's
bars.
cool.
So if you click initiative, it'll take your initiative form.
Where? Wait. What are we doing?
In the top left, on your screen, you should
God.
see.
Okay, turn
my life
right
is my life is sadness.
there.
So
Obviously.
like where all those little tools are normally,
And I just like, yeah. What am I clicking?
you're clicking on initiative.
I don't see initiative.
At the very top, close to the pointer where the tools are. If you click on the pointer and to the right, you'll see or you'll see your weapons and then initiative and a little box.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got nothing.
I got you.
What?
I can click. All right. So, as we see. All right. So the first person to go, is gonna be Miranda.
Really?
Yeah, she
Wow.
rolled a
Okay.
20.
I don't. Okay, cool. So I guess I can't actually make it over there, can I?
Be able to move.
Oh yeah, that's about 15 here, right? Yeah, okay.
You could
I
shoot
guess
them.
I can. According to this thing, it's 20. Yeah, I can shoot them. So I'll just. How far can my shots go then?
So if you click on your token, actually hold. So on the right hand side where that chat box is, if you go
Mm-hmm.
to the third one, that's going to be a journal. Inside of there, I made it to where you should be able to see your character. If you click on that, you'll be able to look at your character sheet. I put everyone's character sheet onto uh, this website. But your short bow, you can shoot anybody from a range of 10 feet to 80 feet without having disadvantage.
Oh,
Until you get if you get a feat, there's a feat I think called point blank shot that allows you to shoot from 5 feet in front of you without having disadvantage. And there's also one I think called sniper. Anything above 80 feet up to 320 feet, you're able to shoot, but with disadvantage.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I guess I will go ahead and shoot from here then. I will shoot, how do I, oh, I can't sing. I was gonna sing. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna shoot this guy.
All right. So also in the top left, see it. There is, or at least there should be something for all of your weapons that you have. So all you have to do is click on short bow. It'll roll to see if you hit them, and it'll roll your damage as well automatically.
Okay, I honestly don't see any of those options. Like you said it's in the top left corner, right?
Top left corner, right next to where the arrow pointer is.
Yeah, I have nothing over there. Like I have the turn order near there, and of course I have like all the draw shapes and stuff down there. But yeah, if I can see what I'm seeing.
Huh, that's weird. Well, no issue. I can press the button.
Well, I really want to be able to do that.
And what we're gonna be doing, unless you have advantage, we'll always be taking that left side number. So you see in the top there in the chat box, there's 18 and 23. So if you had advantage, you would take the highest of the two. If you had disadvantage, you take the lowest of the two. But the way the macro is set up, it'll automatically roll as if you had advantage. That way it saves time. You don't have to have buttons. So you rolled an 18, which will hit. That'll actually do 7 damage. It automatically shows at the bottom how much. And which guy were you getting? This dude?
Yeah.
So it does 7 damage, so he is not dead. But as you release the arrow, it sort of hits him right in the stomach. And he's bent over, obviously in pain.
Awesome.
All right, and next is Tony.
Why do I have to turn off arrows?
All right. So I am going to move. You said we got 30 movement speed? Yeah, so right here is 30, right?
Yes.
So I put into the chat what I'm seeing on my screen.
Say what now? Oh, you're putting.
Yeah, so like.
Oh wow, yeah, you don't have it.
Okay, cool. So I'm not crazy.
No, you're fine. I don't know why it's not showing up for you. I wonder if it. Maybe I need to delete your token. Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete your token, and then if you go into your journal, so top right, click on the third tab from the left, and then click and drag your Anara token onto the spot right here.
On myself? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. Oh yeah, I see it now.
All right, cool. So yeah, that was the issue. Just had to bring it in yourself.
Yep.
So yeah, up there you'll be able to roll for initiative automatically for each turn, and then you'll also be able to, if you use your rapier, your daggers, scimitar, or short bow.
Okay. I'm glad that wasn't my actual initiative.
Which dude are you attacking, Tony?
I'm gonna.
That guy.
That guy? All right, go ahead and attack with whatever weapon you have ready.
All right.
All right, so that'll hit, and it'll do 5 damage to you. And if you scroll over the number, it'll actually show you like what the macro's doing. In the parentheses on the very right-hand side, it'll show you what number you rolled. For your attack, you actually rolled out of your D12 a 1. So that's why your damage was so low. It's in the chat box.
Oh, if you hold over it?
Yeah, so if you scroll over it, you'll actually be able to see what the dice was plus your modifiers and stuff. It's really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So you only add strength, and the attack bonus is only for if you do a crit, right?
Well, all right.
Yeah, I
So
thought
when
if you
you roll to hit them, right? When you're doing your attack, you do
Yeah.
your strength modifier plus your proficiency. When you hit them, it's only your strength modifier plus the roll for the damage.
Okay. Okay. Copy.
All right. All right. Next is going to be Crowley. Let's see. What is
Okay, why are there two rolls above the thing? Isn't it just one roll to see if you attack and then another to see how much?
Oh, are you talking about the top two numbers?
Yeah.
So those are both for to see if he hit them. The reason it does two is because the way I have the macro set up is it rolls 2 die. That way we can roll for advantage and disadvantage. But since he
Okay.
doesn't have either of those, we only take the left hand number because that would be what was rolled first. So in the future, if he ends up like being blinded or something and he can't see his enemy, he would take the 21. He would still hit, but he would have to take whatever the lowest number. It just makes
Okay,
it
cool.
yeah, makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. Yep. Seems like this is gonna make things a lot quicker.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's see. I am going to cast. One is the
Yeah, I can here.
30 feet.
Especially my character sheet, so I should put mine.
So before I go over to that dude, as a bonus action, I can cast my spell called Shillelagh? Shillelagh.
Shillelagh?
Shillelagh. Yeah, is that what it is? Shillelagh? I guess that would be it. Yeah, Shillelagh. So what ends up happening is I imbued my quarterstaff that I'm holding with nature's power, and for 1 minute, my attack and damage output is using my wisdom modifier as opposed to strength modifier, and my weapon die becomes a D, so it deals magical
Nice.
damage. Come over here. Hope I did this max. All
Sorry
right.
for accident.
So I hit this dude, and yep, he used wisdom modifier. Cool.
Nice.
So I hit him for 9 damage, which will kill him. So this man just got smacked in the face, and as you guys witnessed me hit him with my quarterstaff like a Shaolin monk,
Nice.
you notice his spirit leave his body, float off the wind.
Is it screaming?
Is it
Can't
like
hear
in
it.
Hercules with the souls in the underworld?
Yeah, I guess so. It's like So he'll be screaming eternally. So that should be a nice little gift for him.
Hell yeah.
Glad I could do that. And next is going to be it is Adeline's. Bill's character will right over here.
Smack the tar out of something?
Yeah, he's just gonna use his glaive. He hits. Yo, everyone's rolling 20s, dude.
Yeah.
So he rolled 20. And let's see, he already had 7 damage done to him. This kills the fuck out of him.
Oh yeah.
But Bill's gonna do what Bill does best, and as he pulls out his glaive, he sort of like readies it up in the air, swings behind him, and hits this guy up in the stomach and throws him back a couple feet.
Typical Bill.
Yeah, typical Bill. All right, next is the cultist.
Uh-oh.
All of them?
All of them.
Oh, okay.
But luckily, it's not too bad.
Isn't
wait.
the one Crowley just attacked dead?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so there's 2 of them. I'm not gonna have them to where they both attack you. But this gentleman's gonna move over here, while this one moves right there. They're both going to attack you, Tony.
Hell yeah. Bring it, son.
Let's see.
Damn.
He hit,
damage.
yeah,
2 damage.
so he hit you for 2 damage, so I can knock down. Then this guy's going to attack. Everybody's rolling high as fuck. 6 damage.
Oh, jeez.
So
Uh-oh.
you're at 4 life right now, Tony.
I'm at 4.
You're hurting. So as those two attack you, this guy's like, I'm gonna go get the secret weapon. He exits this.
Oh.
And then as he exits the room, you hear a locking sound. So he locked the door right behind. And then, let's see, after that, it is Martin's turn.
Alright. So I'm gonna move, like, here, I guess. I noticed that healing word isn't actually on my thing for some reason.
Like, it's not on
I don't
your...
have it as a button.
Oh, the reason is because healing word, like, you don't have to roll anything.
Oh, okay.
So, the way it works...
I just roll for the heal.
Yeah. Yeah, because a creature of your choice that you can see within range regains hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Alright. It's, like, huge.
5. So 1d4 plus 5.
Alright, I'm gonna healing word
Yes.
the orc. I guess.
Yeah. Come on, 4. Come on, 4.
Close
I
enough.
can deal
8
with
damage.
that. I can deal with that.
Excellent. That puts him where he was when those 2 dudes attacked him. So that's
Hell
actually
yeah.
really good.
And we're back.
All right.
I feel like you're my Soraka.
I could actually I could make healing word a...
That'd be cool. I mean,
Hold on one sec. I'm gonna do that real fast. It only takes me like...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I learned a lot of stuff while I was reading up on how these stuff, or how all this stuff.
Soraka, huh? Okay, sure. I can deal with that.
This program's really cool.
I used to play that character when I played.
Nice.
Now the only thing about it is there will be a like a hit die to roll, but for healing word, as long as they're in the range and they can hear you, it will automatically hit. So when you do roll your healing word spell, or when you click it, you don't have to worry about it if it like misses or anything, because it'll automatically hit unless they can't see you or hear you. So if a character is deaf,
Wait, he has to be able to see me?
no, you have to be able to see them.
Okay.
So
I understand.
I'm
a
digging this
creature of your
music, man.
choice that can see, so you have to be able to see him. He doesn't have to be able to see you, but he has to be able to hear you, because this is something that you chant to. So if at any point, like if one of the cultists were to jump on his face and cover his ears, you can't kill him with.
Oh shit.
That would
Oh.
be really humorous.
Yeah.
I would be really freaked out. I kind of turned on.
So
Is your character turned on by everything?
he's an orc.
Yeah.
All right, so click off of your Martin real quick. Click off of your token and click back on it. Healing words should be your last macro.
Oh, sweet.
Is
It's
it?
right between initiative and dagger.
It is? Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter really where it's at, as long as it's...
Sweet.
Now, go ahead and click it for me. I want to make sure that it works. Dope.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then, yeah, it also shows you the range, and it shows you what the spell is that you're casting, what your modifier is with it. So yeah, this program is fucking dope. I like it a lot.
It is. I really like this too, man.
It's so much better than when we played in this desert.
Hell yeah, dude. We were playing barbaric ways compared to
And
this.
the turn order is
Oh, yeah.
gone.
Right?
All right, everyone go ahead and roll initiative again.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm glad it takes
Time I-
track of the turn order for me. I don't have to
6.
worry about that.
Well, at least I got higher than someone.
Um,
I'm really bad at rolling d20s, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know what your deal is, dude. I know it. Like, it's nothing you can help. There's nothing that you can do. Lex just not on your side, I guess.
It doesn't like you.
I can roll d4s.
Hey, at least Walter, all right, our buddy Walter, he couldn't roll d20s to save his life. Literally, he almost died. But I had to
Dude,
like
actually
skew the
died
rules of
because
the
of
game.
d12s.
Yeah,
Oh
because
my gosh.
he was a rogue, right? So he's got advantage on certain things when traps happen. So there's all
Oh,
these
no.
traps, and he kept falling in them and dying to them. And then I'm like, what is this? He's like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, this is bullshit. He was so mad.
he fell in a hole, and then he was like, all right, I'm gonna keep rolling to try to get out of this hole, and it's like he just kept falling back in a hole, and his
Yeah.
could not get out of the hole.
He did, and then a little rat came in. Oh, a giant rat joined him in the
Yeah.
hole, and he tried to stab it, but he rolled a 1, so I had to make him lose his dagger. It was so good. He almost died. That was the first session. Like that was literally 10 minutes in the game, and he almost died.
Wow, I thought I did bad. Damn.
You're doing terrific so far.
In comparison, anyway.
Yeah. All right, so
It's
Tony, you
amazing.
get the first roll. The dude to your left has taken damage. The dude to your right has taken 0 damage.
All right, I'm gonna attack the dude to the right.
All right, so go ahead and roll. That misses.
Dang.
Actually, no.
Wait,
Wait, my bad. I read the wrong number. That hits. That hits.
For one
Yeah.
of the
Yep, and it'll kill him, but no decapitation. So paint me a story.
All right.
And if you
So-
want, you can make him fly about 5 feet away from you, but no more than that.
Okay. So as they both approach me and they both hit me like some little bitches, I swung my axe above my head, and then I just came down and I hit him like right in the chest, knocking him to the block above me, or to the right.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
All right, so as you do that, he grunts, and the grunt starts out like initially you can tell that he's in so much pain, and then in a split second it fades as his life.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Next is the cultist's turn. So this guy is going to attack of opportunity. So as he tries to get out of your way, because he's trying to run away from you, you actually get to attack him.
I do?
Yes.
night.
Okay.
So whenever a enemy is in your threat range to where you could hit them with a melee weapon, and they walk out of your threat range, it's called an attack of opportunity. You get to do it. It's a free attack as they try to leave your threat range.
Okay. So,
Yeah, just roll.
oh god.
That was a natural 1. So he starts to he starts to walk away, and after you just took this dude out, you as you're recoiling after embedding your axe into his chest, you try to do a nice spin attack to try and impress Inara. And as you do it, you end up missing him as he's walking away, and your axe ends up in flying way over here.
Well, at least it didn't hit Bill or the Yule and Adeline.
Thank
Yeah,
you for making
Adeline.
it double-sided, because it is double-sided.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's how that's the only way, you know. So, yeah, he's gonna be able to. Let's see, he was right here.
Oh gosh,
All right, so
Oh,
he's
where's he going?
gonna run right over here, and he's actually going to attack.
This is happening. God.
And yeah, he hits you,
2 damage.
but he only hits you for 2 damage, so it's not too. I mean, it's Everyone's got low health already, so now you're at 6. That's not like you're not dead.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm fine, mostly.
All right, so Crowley, what do I want Crowley to?
There's only so much stuff he can.
Yeah, that's very true. My druid. Crowley should be able to make.
Yeah, that's where he came from. So
All right, so Crowley can make it. So he's gonna come to your aid, and he's going to attack this. He's gonna hit him for 10
Wow.
magic damage. So this dude is dead as fuck.
Nice.
So Crowley's like, "You're not gonna hurt my friend," and he brings his quarterstaff above his head and he smacks him right in the face, and you sort of see like a blink of light flash out of this dude or this cultist's eyes as his body falls to the floor,
Damn.
ending in
Nice.
his death. And it is at this point that
Secret weapon.
yeah, you hear the door unlock, and this cultist comes back, and he's got a little
God.
girl in his arms with a knife to her throat.
Oh shit.
Secret. Oh, that's lame.
And he says,
Oh no.
"I'm sorry I have to do this to you, but it must be done." And as he says that, he slits the little girl's throat. And with your perception, she's probably about 8 years old.
Get to try to save her.
So he slits her throat, and then as she falls to the ground in the location that he's at, he takes out a potion and he pours it all over her body. And as he does that, he retreats.
This is the
Oh
worst.
no.
oh no, we have Chucky on our hands now, guys.
No, not Chucky.
So after a couple seconds, you see whatever liquid was poured onto her starts to sort of smolder and create a smoke cloud that rises from her body. As you keep looking, you notice that her body is actually starting to grow into an abnormally large, hairy minotaur.
Oh.
Wow.
So the minotaur is laying on the ground, and rolling. Or no, and then we'll start with. We'll continue down the line. So, Miranda, you have the floor.
Okay.
Any attacks you make against the Minotaur until his next turn will have advantage.
Yay,
Sweet.
advantage.
I'm gonna try shooting from here because I'm not getting anywhere near that.
Fair enough.
All right.
So, did it show up? I clicked it. Oh yeah, I did.
All right. So you get the 22. So you hit him and you deal 7 damage.
Awesome.
So basically, from that range, you draw back your arrow, you let loose, and it just sticks into his side. But you don't see the Minotaur even twitch.
Flip down. Oh.
You see him pretty much just take that damage like it was nothing.
Oh no. This is not gonna be fun.
After that, it is going to be Martin.
Okay, let's see. How far can I go? Is there a way to tell how far I can go?
Your base speed is 30.
Yeah, but I saw that you guys had like little arrows coming up.
Oh, on the left side where all those tools are, the ruler is 5 down.
Oh, hey, look, all of this is 15. What?
Well, yeah, it's because each block counts as 5. And normally you would count diagonals as 10, because you would have to move up and then over, but I'm not about it for this.
Diagonal.
Yeah. So normally diagonals would be from this block to this block
So I can move
So
would
there's
be
like
10.
right here, like 30.
Yeah. But we're not going to worry about that for this room. But in a larger room, I will make it where if you're going to move diagonal, it's 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna move. How long is that? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna move here.
Should have a couple spells that you think you can use.
I'm gonna use the old vicious mockery.
What does that do?
So it's a DC save of 15 that the Minotaur has to make. Fortunately, you won't see. And it's your no, it's a what did it say?
Says
Wisdom.
wisdom.
And the Minotaur does fail it. So you do 7 psychic damage. And the Minotaur will have a disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Whenever that happens.
Yeah, whenever it happens. Alright, so after you, it'll be Adeline's turn. Alright, so he's gonna just walk on over here. He's gonna walk this way.
Down, down, down.
And he's gonna attack with his glaive, and he has advantage. Oh, good lord, he misses.
Really?
Yeah, he misses, even though he rolled a 12. That doesn't do anything. So his story is he's going to, for some reason, he thinks it's a good idea to sideswipe, but as he comes down, he comes down with his glaive and forgets that it's actually kind of a long weapon and hits the wall and it recoils. And then he kind of looks back at you guys and hopes you didn't see it, but he can tell from your faces that you definitely saw it.
Roll for perception.
Yeah. Well, your natural perception would definitely pick it up. All right, and with that, actually, so a cool thing, I don't know if you guys know about this, but if you look in the top right, that middle button with the eye, that goes to the compendium. If there's any rules that you need to brush up on, you can actually type it in that search box, and it'll take it from the player's handbook. So, like, if you go, you can look at, I think you can look up what an action is. No, I guess if you type in attack, you can see, like, all of the different attacks you can do, the attacks of opportunity. If you go into combat, it'll tell you all the different actions you can take. So there's actually one called preparation. So, like, let's say you didn't want to attack somebody, but you wanted to prepare for them to do something to you. If you have movement or if you have an attack action left, you can tell me exactly what your character will do if enemy character does something. So, like, let's say this dead cultist right here was going to do something to Tony. Tony could be like, hey, if that cultist comes near me, I want to use my attack action to attack him first. All right. Cultist comes up. Tony would get to attack him right then and there before this guy gets to make. There's a lot of different things that you can actually do. It's pretty cool. So I would say it's worth looking up all that stuff in the future, or like right before you do something. So, but for now, everyone go ahead and roll your initiatives.
Oh, oops, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Let me ask about.
Damn it.
Give me a sec.
All right. So first player will be Adeline. All right. So embarrassed by what he did last time, he's going to this time. Hold on. All right. So this time he takes it above his head and brings it down instead of going for a side swipe, dealing 11 damage to the Minotaur. And it's at this point that the Minotaur sort of lets out a grunt as he gets hit. And you can see a slash on his backside that starts to bleed. All right. And then now it is going to be... Hey, Martin, you rolled good. Your turn.
Yay, I rolled. I'm gonna go ahead and play it safe and do Yield Vicious Mockery again.
All right. So let me... Does the Minotaur hit this time? So the Minotaur rolled a natural 20, so he doesn't take the...
Dang. Well, we still have disadvantage.
Say what? Oh,
At least he still has it.
Yeah, he'll so it is the Minotaur's attack, but he has to use a full action in order to stand up. And as he stands up, he sort of shakes his head and looks at all of you, and then he lets out like a roar, sort of like what a bull would do. So imagine steam coming out of his nose from like Looney Tunes, except for also saliva coming out of his mouth as he's like, oh! And then he used his action, but he is going to. He's going to get right in your way, Tony.
What the? Okay.
All right, so next is Miranda.
Okay, do I have to worry about him being in my line of sight here?
The only reason you would, and it'll be from your actual. Are you talking about to shoot him?
Yeah.
So if you look at the line, it would clip him, but arrows have a habit of arcing, so you can arc it over him. The only issue is if you roll a natural 1, you will hit him. I will make you hit.
I vote for you
Well,
moving.
I can move then shoot, so it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over here.
And just
And then I'm
there you
from
go.
there.
All right, so he's in your range, so go ahead and let loose. Let's see. So you don't have advantage on him, so you rolled the 13, which.
Damn it.
So you let loose of the arrow, and the Minotaur can hear the arrow as it whizzes over his head, and he sort of looks at you and glares for just a moment, and then looks back at Tony.
Oh, so okay, cool.
And next, it is Tony.
All right. Well,
you don't have your axe.
No, I guess I'll have to use my great club.
All right.
So.
Right, and
shit. Okay.
So you rolled a 10. Which
misses.
is good. Yeah, it misses, but it's good because that 7's a natural 1.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but the red numbers are natural 1s. Green numbers are the highest it can. So you can paint me a picture of missing him. Actually, paint a picture of you attacking him, but him dodging out of the way by either dipping, ducking, diving. I don't remember the other D.
Duck, dive.
All right.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. Doing one of those 5 Ds.
So what is this guy's a what now? A Minotaur?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So this is what happens. So as I swing, he does like a horse kick to knock my club back
that. Up into the air.
and he just looks at me, like, and I'm like, well, shit, that didn't work.
Alright, I can dig that. Alright, so at this point, Crowley's turn. What am I? 25 feet. Gotta move up just a little bit, and I am going to cast Poison Spray. And it'll be a Constitution save for the Minotaur, which he fails, so he will take 15 damage of poison.
Dang.
Jeez.
That'll be 30.
That's a lot of poison damage.
Or that'll be. So, Crowley stands back here and he sort of like starts to wave his hands in front of him. And then he holds out his palm and sort of blows, and you see a toxic cloud go towards the Minotaur. And as it hits the Minotaur in the face, the Minotaur takes in a breath of air and then starts to choke. And then with that, it is time to roll initiative.
So is your poison, does it continually give him damage or anything?
9.
No.
Oh god.
It didn't. So it didn't poison him. He just took poison damage.
Okay.
Wait, I rolled a nut. Man, come on. All right. I'd rather get a 1 on initiative out of all things. So that's fine. I got it out of the way.
All right. So it's at this point the Minotaur is looking at. He does not like your face.
I don't like his face either.
He still has disadvantage, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got disadvantage on this roll, but he looks at you and he lets out a bellowing roar as he lifts up his great axe. And he rolls a
in.
10, which you've got a 15 armor class. So he lifts up his great axe, which is a two-handed weapon normally, but he can wield it with one hand, and he brings it down. But you were able to dodge out of the way as it cracks the stone tile that you're on in half.
Hell yeah.
With
And
that,
then
it is Crowley's turn.
can I yell back at him?
Yeah, you can yell
Just in case.
something.
So I just roared back at him because I felt the slobber come onto my face as he roared on me. So I just roared back like a primal
Right.
instinct.
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now it is Crowley's turn. Crowley is going to use Produce Flame, which he misses. So I hold out my hand and I cast a little fireball. But I'm right-handed, and for some reason I choose my left hand this time. And as I swing back, I throw it, and it actually throws this way. So it goes all the way that way, hits this cultist right here on his dead body, so now his body is on fire.
No!
With that, it is Adeline's turn. He's going to come to the rescue. So he is going to attack the Minotaur with his glove. Will hit for 11 damage.
Wow.
So Adeline, now that he knows he's not around the wall, he swings back to the right, and then he swings forward to put a little gash onto the Minotaur's chest. And as he does this, the Minotaur yells out, and everyone roll a perception.
Perception. Okay.
Do I even have perception?
I legitimately don't remember what my perception is. Hang on.
Your
Is that plus
perception,
dexterity?
it's plus wisdom, so yours is +4, Miranda.
Rip.
Awesome.
Yay.
Perception is plus.
Wait, not bad.
Literally 0 wisdom.
Huh, you dumb. I'm dumb too. Don't worry.
It's
Oh, I
I
should
just
give
have
you guys
have
this
a
dice
proficiency.
roller. Macro. All right, everyone. Oh wait, no. I save these.
Send what?
Cool. I was going to see because I've got a macro that allows me to just click on it and roll. But I guess I can't for y'all. Can't send it. But my results were I got 21. So I got 21. Miranda got 19. All right, so Miranda, myself, and Tony, as the Minotaur roars, we can all hear in the middle of its roar, you can hear a faint voice saying, "Help,
Oh,
help
shit.
me."
Good to know.
And then after that, it will be Miranda's turn.
Alright. So, I'm gonna run up and use my. Which one was I gonna use? I use my rapier. And trying to be careful of the inside part of the issue.
All right, a 20 for 6 damage. That'll hit.
Cool.
All right, so go in for a little stabby, and the Minotaur has its back to you. So where do you want to poke it?
In his leg.
His leg. Okay. So you poke him in his leg, and as you poke him, he sort of lets out a grunt, as if it didn't hurt too bad, but it kind of annoys him.
I figure it should slow him down at least.
Next is Martin.
Alright, I'm gonna move over here. New Vicious Mockery.
Look like it's dead.
It'll hit 7
I
damage.
say that he couldn't hit the broadside of the barn he came out of.
And with that, his ears start to bleed. Because he knows that he was raised in a barn, saddened.
Oh,
Oh,
And now it is Tony's turn.
All right. I will swing with my great club.
Okay. He'll hit for 6 damage. So you smack him in the face. Or no, tell me what you do. It doesn't kill him.
It doesn't kill him. All right. So
But
after
he will be somewhat stunned, kind of like out of it after you hit him.
all right. So after I had swung and he hit with his hind legs, I turn around and try to hit his stomach area, and like I give him such a blow that like he has to lean over and he's kind of like knocked out of breath.
Okay. So as you do that, he falls to his knees and he starts to cough. And then he ends up like sort of like gagging, but in a cow way. So as he does that, you notice he throws up a blue bow, not like a bow and arrow, like a hair tie bow from the little girl.
oh,
dang.
And let's see.
Why?
right in the feelings.
So go ahead and Tony, roll a perception check for me. So you notice that the bow still looks pretty fresh, as if the little girl is trapped in.
You look pretty fresh.
Guys, do you notice this bow down here?
Yes, obviously.
I'm way the hell over here. I probably don't notice it.
All right, everyone, roll initiative.
So, problem is, trying to get her out and not die.
Lo and behold, I can roll good for something sometimes.
Ooh.
Apparently.
All right. All right. So, in the next couple seconds, I shout at you, Tony, and I'm like, "What do you mean, the little bow from the little girl?"
I hit him in his stomach and he just coughed up a bow like he was choking.
Do you think that she's still in there?
She might be, but her throat was slit, so I don't know if she's alive or what. This magic is confusing to me, my kind.
Well, she did speak earlier, so
Oh, you heard that too?
yeah.
All right. That makes my decision a lot easier. I cast
No idea what you guys are
Entangle.
talking about.
So Entangle is one of my first level spells. The Minotaur has to roll a saving throw on Strength. Good chance. Oh, yeah, he rolled, so it doesn't affect him, unfortunately. But a bunch of roots has spawned around him, which makes it difficult terrain. So all your movement is half for
All of us?
everybody. Yeah. So if you move, you can only move up to 15.
Ah, shit. Okay.
So yeah, 20-foot square radius. Will affect me.
Jeez. This thing is huge.
Everybody.
So yeah, it's pretty much
Everybody-
from. It's from. Where's my paintbrush? I want to draw a rectangle. So in this box where the entanglement affected.
Well, cool.
Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. I wanted to be able to sort of pin them down so we could try to figure out what's going on. Isn't that cultist still in that other room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
left.
So as I say that, it is Miranda's turn.
Is the other room still locked?
No, you didn't hear it click.
You guys think you can keep him busy while I go get that other cultist?
I can tangle with this fella.
Alright, I'm gonna run over
Just put
here.
the orc on top of him.
You can,
Grab the-
so you read what it says, but
Grab the bull by the horns.
you can do a grapple, which would allow you to sort of keep him in place.
Who?
Okay.
Oh,
Anybody.
actually, I am gonna stay here
I'm
because
doing that.
I want to make an attempt at tying him up with my rope.
All right.
What would that be?
That would be a. I think I'm gonna make that in. That'll be an acrobatics check. So you plus 3.
Cool.
Oh, natural
Aw,
20.
Come on, you gotta
So-
do something awesome.
All right. So, and you're just trying to tie him up.
Yeah.
All right. So, what you do is you start to sort of remember your rogue training, how it's made on the, or it's based on the fluidity of movement. So, as a flashback from your earlier times as a young tiefling learning the ways of the rogue, you start dancing around this minotaur as if nothing can hold you back. While you do that, you jump over him, entangling one of his horns, pull it back so his head is, or his chin is sticking straight up to the ceiling, and then you wrap it around one of his hooves, and you are able to tie this knot that not even you know how you did it. You don't know how to untie it. So now this minotaur is kind of like hog-tied, but only from one horn to another hoof. And as he does that, he falls onto his stomach.
Awesome. Which stomach? His human stomach or his like?
His minotaur stomach. So you don't see anything human about this creature except for the fact that it has arms and a leg, or 2 legs.
Yeah.
But instead of feet, he has hooves. What's up?
Does
Yeah.
it turn on Dvorkin?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking like he's like a centaur.
I believe it does. Actually, Tony, roll a charisma check for me.
Oh no.
All right, so as you watch her dance, you're not sure if you're turned on by her movements or the bondage that you see.
Sounds about
And
right.
you're thinking that it might be both.
I am very confused at this moment. My eyes are just widening.
And then your loincloth starts to rise. But only a little bit, because that's all you got.
Yeah. We've already established this.
All right, so next is going to be Martin.
I'm glad that actually worked though.
All right, Martin, your turn.
Okay, that was pretty great. I don't think I can do a dragon breath without hitting someone else, so I'm not gonna do that.
I'd be careful.
Because it's like it's an area of effect thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's what I with your dragon breath, which one are you?
What color am I?
Yes. Or like cuz with the dragonborn, you choose, I don't think it chooses like your color as your character, but it chooses like what aspect of the dragon, I guess. Yeah, so dragon, damage, type, and breath. So there's different colors. So yeah, which color dragon breath?
I guess I would be blue?
Lightning damage?
Uh Yeah,
Okay.
I like blue.
You can
Lightning
shoot,
bolts.
yeah. So your blue lightning breath will actually shoot in a straight line up to 30 feet. So it's not like a cone effect, as if like the red doing fire.
So
And it'll be a dexterity save. So what you would do is if you use your breath weapon, each creature in the area of the exhalation must make a saving throw of dexterity. The dexterity or the DC for this is equal to 8 plus your constitution modifier plus your proficiency. Your constitution is 1, so it'd only be 11.
so that's all they have to roll to.
Yeah, they have to roll above 11. 11 or more. Or, well, no, never mind. My bad. Creature takes 2d6 damage on a failed save. So if they fail it, they take 2d6. They take half of that damage on a successful one. So it'll do damage regardless.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That's the cool thing about some spells is like it's got a low save, but it's got like it'll do a lot of or it'll still do damage.
It'll always do damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Not well. Or we could try to.
Keeping with tradition. In a vicious mockery.
All right. Let's see if it hits. It'll do 8 damage. That definitely hits.
No,
Oh
not.
dear.
So, as it hits, you sort of can hear his breath start to become a lot more shallow. His breathing is a lot slower, and he looks as if he's on death's door. Flicking him with your pinky would probably tip him over to death's door.
Okay.
And he doesn't put any more resistance as the rest of his body sort of falls limp, and he looks like he's just trying to
All right.
That's why my dad is
now it is the Minotaur's turn, and he just lays there.
awesome.
Everybody make a perception roll.
Oh, come on.
Woohoo!
I got a crit. A bad crit.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, Bill's back. What up, dude? All right. So, Bill, real quick, I want to let you know. At one point,
There's a Minotaur.
yeah, there is a Minotaur. At one point, you were over here where my ping is, and when you rolled to hit, instead of moving your glaive above your head and swinging down, you decided to move it to the right, and you clanged against the wall.
Oh, okay.
And as you did that, you looked back nervously, hoping that no one saw it, but everyone saw it.
Oh, yeah.
To make sure he knew that specific part.
I wanted him to know that specific part.
Oh, right, damn.
But also what has happened is everybody pretty much brutally murdered all these other cultists that are dead. Except for there's one where I'm pinging, but beyond this door. This gentleman, he ran into the door and brought a little girl that looked about 8 years old outside, slit her throat, threw her corpse down on the ground, and then poured a potion over her that turned her into this.
Holy crap.
And as you have heard, and actually only myself and Martin at this point can hear, please don't kill this form. The
Wow.
cultist is the key.
The cultist is the what?
Is the key.
You guys don't want to warn us about that?
So, yeah, you've heard him. You've heard the little girl's voice, but only two of us heard it. The rest of you didn't hear anything. And now it is Tony's turn.
Okay.
Listen here, Dravakan, or whatever your name is. I can't remember at this point in time. I don't
It's
think
Dravorkin.
Dvorkin, I don't think you should harm the Minotaur. We gotta go and get that cultist out of that door. I really
What makes you
think
say that?
Did you not hear it just now?
I didn't hear anything but a little roar from this pathetic thing.
Am I hearing
Like a
things?
whimper.
Yo, you heard it too?
Yeah, she said. I heard.
The cultist is the
Don't
key.
kill this form.
Yeah. So we need to go and get that cultist out of that room and try to question him. Maybe we can save this little girl. And I mean,
Alright,
worst case
well-
scenario, if it's too late, I mean, he's hogtied up. What's he gonna do?
Well, do you think we should leave somebody here with the Minotaur, or do you think the ropes are good enough?
I don't think he's going anywhere.
All right.
Not in that state.
Okay. Well, I say we go and Devil Woman try to pick this lock.
All right. So it is your turn right now, Tony.
I will.
Thought it was unlocked. Didn't you say it was unlocked last time?
I said
will
you didn't
go-
hear if it was locked or not. So
Oh, okay.
I will go here and pick up my axe.
Fair enough.
it works. Oh, you can only delete certain portions. What?
I don't want to search. So
Oh, I
no one's
get how
gonna.
It's like
Okay, cool.
it's deleting like sections of it where you click and drag, I guess.
Yeah. All right, Bill, your turn, and your movement speed is halved because of my entangled grasp, which is this big box. You can actually go to the door, or like right here, and make an action against the door. You can do whatever you would normally do to a door. Push on it. So as you push on it, it feels like it's locked.
Cool.
If you want, you can try to attack it or pick lock it. I don't know if you have pick locking. I don't think you.
No talent for picking. I don't think he has any pick locks on him anyway.
Fair enough.
All right. Back up. All right. So go ahead and everyone roll for initiative. Bill, if you click on your token in the top left, you should have an initiative button pressed so that you can roll initiative instead of having to do it.
These low rolls. All I want to do is pick a lock. Oh my god.
Oh,
There you
you're
go.
rolling initiative again.
Yes.
All I want to do is pick a
Ooh.
lock.
Ooh, nat 20 on
Oh,
initiative.
only one with lock picking skills, so I guess you guys are gonna break the door down.
Might as well.
All right. So Bill, you're first, and you can if you want to like wait, you can wait and take your turn last. Like if there's nothing like at this point in time, you could. All right. You will move to the bottom of the list. Next, you can hear behind the door the cultist say, "Stay back." Or well, he doesn't say it in an Irish tone. Get back. Just leave this place. And then you see from the keyhole, you see like a faint glow, red.
Red.
Oh,
Oh dear.
that's not good.
Next is Crowley's turn. I'm gonna get rid of these roots. So he takes his action to get rid of the
Yeah.
roots. Then he'll move to right there. We got Martin next.
All right. Move. I'm gonna move here.
And then I do believe that you have one more. I think you've got one more level 1 spell that you can cast.
I could cast something.
Yeah, you could cast like Healing Word or could also, I guess, save it for charm person. Maybe if we want to
I'm
handle
gonna
the
save
cultist
for now.
perks.
Is healing
As
like a
the Minotaur's not like bleeding, is it?
No, he's not. No one did enough, like a big enough roll to make him bleed. Plus, I don't think anyone like technically I could make it to where your weapons would deal bleeding damage.
Okay, so it's stable. Like
Yeah, he's stable.
fine.
He's just laying there, breathing really slow. Tony, it is your turn next.
Sorry, Walls just called me. It's 1684. All
Hold
right.
on one.
He forgot the key to the gate.
Oh yeah. Hunter. All right, Tony, go for it.
All right, I will move here and attack the door.
All right, go ahead.
Uh,
It'll hit. Oh damn.
Um,
Now, are you attacking it with your great axe? Yeah, your great axe.
yeah.
So go ahead and paint me a picture similar to The Shining.
okay, sure.
I'm not sure what you're
Here's
referring.
You don't know the movie The Shining?
Yeah.
Here's Johnny. Except for here's Dvorkin. Roll.
Does it knock the door completely out, or
No, it only like destroys a panel or two.
okay?
What does this door look like anyway?
What does the what?
The door look like?
It's just a nice wooden door. It's not square. It's like rounded at the top, like a little
Okay.
dome. And then
Alright.
it doesn't have like any type of like window or anything, but it's got an iron lock.
Does it have any reinforcements?
No.
Okay, so I swing and I hit it and I knock open like a little couple pieces of wood or whatever, and then I peek my head in there and say, "What you kids doing in here?"
Okay.
Oh my god.
With my wide eyes, like I'm a really upset parent.
Gotcha.
So it's officially open enough for people to go through.
No, it's not open just yet. It's just open like in that panel to where you can see through it and you can see this cultist. And as you shout that, he sort of looks at you. Do an intimidation roll for me.
Come on, 20.
It'll be +4. 11. All right, so you do that, and this gentleman right here kind of looks at you, and he cocks his head like a dog would if they're confused. And he's like, "You don't scare me, orc."
Of course, not in the Scottish accent.
Yeah, not in a Scottish accent. Next is Miranda.
I just shake my head and just as I walk towards the door and just no finesse, guys. Not one out. And I'm gonna unlock the door. Or try to.
So you'll have advantage. You'll just do. I think you can actually. Yeah, I can make it. So we can if you want. What you can do? Do you know how to open up your character sheet on Roll20?
Yes. Oh,
So if you're in the journal and you see your little character thing, just click on Anara and it'll open up your character sheet. From there, you'll go to the character sheet, scroll down, and on the left-hand side, you'll see your thieves' tools. You can click that button, and it'll do the roll for you. And everybody can actually do this. Anything on your character sheet, you can click that button, and it'll do a roll for that thing.
How do we get to the character sheet?
So in the top right, where the chat button is, the third one that looks like a newspaper article, that's the journal. When you go in there, I've got two things that you for sure can see, your character and the story.
Really
So,
cool.
yeah. And so from now on, instead of updating a PDF file, just update this thing, because then it'll save on there. And then we don't have to keep on sending it to me on Discord and stuff like that. So it'll keep track of everything for me. But yeah, pretty much anything on there, you can click on it. So like if you needed to tell everyone this is what I can talk in my languages, you can click that. You can do all types of stuff. It's really cool.
Cool.
But yeah, go ahead, and that's your thieves tools. So you rolled a 20. All right, so that'll unlock the door.
Yeah.
So you put your thieves tools in there, and you're clicking around and stuff, and all of a sudden you hear clink.
Awesome. Am I allowed to do anything else, or do I have to wait?
That would be your action. But you can either open up the door completely or keep it shut.
Ooh. We'll let someone else open up that door.
Okay. And now it is Bill's turn.
I don't know how I managed to do this, but there are two of me.
Oh, so if you click your token, and drag it onto the field, it'll bring a refreshed version of your token.
Oh, okay. Well, I deleted it. It's fine.
All right, well, I'll open the door.
All right, so
Hell
you open
yeah.
the door, and you see the cultist sitting there, and he's like looking
Now,
at you.
isn't there something like grappling or grabbing or something along those lines?
Yes.
Oh, wait, never mind. I don't know about the...
Yeah,
I guess I'll just...
Well, no,
attack him.
you know about, because Martin and I told you about it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll grapple him. How do I do that?
So it is a condition. So if you'll do a strength check on him. So you'll roll strength, then he'll roll a save for strength, which I keep separate. And you beat him. So now he is grappled. The way grappling works is a grappled creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonuses on its speed. The condition ends if they're incapacitated, so if you end up choking them out, which I would make you roll an attack to do that. It also ends if the creature, if on the creature's turn they win a strength save against you. So they'll end up rolling against your strength to try to break the grapple. So you've got him grappled. Now we'll go ahead and roll initiatives again.
Okay.
God.
All right. So first is gonna be Tony.
All right, so there's not enough room for me to go in a doorway, is there?
No, but you can I mean, you guys are within a 10-foot radius of each other, so you can if you want to do something to the cultist, depending on what it is, I'll allow it, most likely. If you want to intimidate him or try to make him talk, you can do that right now.
Okay. Well, I'll go last.
All right. So neat. This turn order thing is just awesome. I like it.
The best.
No one knows what to do with them.
All right, so it is your turn, Bill.
Do we know what happened to the Minotaur? Did I miss that? Did we figure out how it became...
All we know is that he slit the little girl's throat, and as she was bleeding, he poured a potion on her. And after a couple seconds, you saw where the potion had hit her body and blood. It started to sort of smolder and steam. And then after smoldering for a couple seconds, she started to grow. and then she became this minotaur.
Can I search his pockets and look for a label?
Yes. First, do a strength check to make sure you keep your hold as you do it. All right, and that'll work. I think. Let's save.
What's the Oh, I see. You hover over it and it'll show you.
So
Wait, is that advantage and disadvantage? Is that what's going on here?
yes, so the left is what we'll use unless you have advantage from when it says so. In this case, you don't
Gotcha.
have advantage for any reason, so we'll use the 14. But if you did have advantage, you would use the 20. So it just makes it to where instead of having to roll it twice to see if you have a good roll or not, it does it for you. Really cool.
Gotcha.
But your strength check outweighs his, so you do still have him. And go ahead and roll a perception check. Yours is +4. Oh yeah, you can just press it.
Yeah, it's
Y'all
pretty
don't
neat.
have to do. So as you're fondling his pockets, you don't feel anything like weird. But you do find a key.
Oh, I'm gonna take that.
As you take that out of his pocket, he says, "Please don't. You don't know what you're dealing with."
All right, buddy. What am I dealing with? Tell me, or I'll slit your throat.
I'm gonna die either way, so I might as well not tell you.
Or you might as well tell me. If you're gonna die either way.
I will not betray my brothers. Our work here is too great.
What is your goal?
At this point, he is not talking anymore.
All right.
He remains
Well, I'm
silent.
just gonna keep grappling him then, and we'll let
All
someone
right.
else tickle him until he tells.
What a childish dude. So childish.
Give me 1 second. He is going to try to break your grapple. Do a strength check for me.
Well, that's no good.
Well, he has a save if he can. You're allowed to use it.
Altus will.
Oh, I get it. It's just 2 rolls in a row. I understand now.
So your grapple succeeds over his,
Oh.
so he's still grappled.
Neat.
Continues to sort of flail around and struggle. Next is going to be Martin.
Hmm. I am going to move. Everyone's on the same spot. Everyone's on that spot.
You can
Yeah.
stand in the doorway.
I can. Is Tony in the same spot? The
Miranda's in, yes.
Bill.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have orc, guy, tiefling.
Then Bill's right here on the cultist.
I just discovered if you hover over the turn order, it'll show where they are.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just found that out too.
How
Cool.
neat.
That's pretty.
I move here. I'm gonna try. I guess intimidating him.
All right. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
That's
Yours is actually really high. Or if you just click intimidation on your skill sheet, it'll do it. Or on your character sheet.
just click
Yeah, I just have my sheet just like minimized to the left.
Huh, you rolled what I did. 9. Let's see. He will try to resist it.
resist the intimidation.
God, you rolled a 2.
Did he really?
In keeping with tradition, I rolled a 2. Thank you very much.
Damn. You have to take a +7. You have a +7 intimidation.
It'll be a charisma.
Yeah.
And you beat him, so you intimidate him.
Oh my god.
Success.
Alright.
Basically,
Go ahead.
Where's
and-
our friend?
I tell him that I order him to tell us what happened to the girl, or else I'll have Dravorkin do unspeakable things to his body and make him wish he were dead.
Hell yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. I'll tell you. I don't want that orc anywhere near me. Filth. And as he says that, he kind of like hawks up a loogie and spits towards Dravorkin.
Ooh.
And he says, "Didn't you see what I did? I killed that little girl. She's not alive anymore. That's a minotaur."
You're lying. I can hear her crying from inside of the Minotaur's body.
What? The transformation didn't hold? There's no way. This was supposed to be the completed batch. Alanis tricked us again.
Now tell us what we can do to reverse the transformation.
That I don't know. Only Alanis knows how this potion works, but obviously it doesn't work, so maybe just time. I don't really know what to tell you, and I'm not lying.
Where did Alanis go then?
You saw her run out that door. Probably tried to go out the secret entrance to get out of here.
Which secret entrance?
Once you start venturing, you are sure to find out. At this point, he's not as intimidated because he doesn't feel that he has any more useful information. So if you're going to do something to him, it's going to happen regardless.
Okay. I guess I'm done talking to this useless fool.
Let's see. You didn't. You could stab him with your
Why would I
longsword or
do that?
dagger.
I'm a good person.
He's an
Uh,
enemy. But it's up to
He
you.
slit that girl's throat.
Roger just
I could
Roger
stab
just
him.
stop the shit.
That's just what Bill's saying. You
Fair.
should. He would have. You would
Slit the
gain.
throat slowly.
You do have advantage on your any attack rolls on him because he's grappled.
Alright.
So if you want to attack him, go for it. If not, then it will be Miranda.
Alright. I'll go ahead and I will go ahead and slit his throat as
Don't
a show of
don't
good faith.
hesitate. Don't hesitate.
As
Go
a show
ahead
of good
and
faith,
go ahead
logically
and
speaking.
roll either dagger or longsword.
Wouldn't dagger be easier to slit someone's throat with?
It would, but it does less damage, so it might like if the damage isn't high enough, I'm not gonna let it kill.
Yay for advantage, I guess.
Yes, because that barely hit. It will do 9 damage, which will kill him. So you can paint me a nice picture of you killing him. No decapitation.
Well, I say to him, as a show of good faith and mercy for giving us this valuable information, I will spare you being in the hands of Dravorkin.
What?
And I quickly slit his throat.
So as you
Blood
watch
comes out,
him,
and his body
yeah.
goes limp.
as you watch him choke from his own blood, Bill's nice blue-plated armor starts to become crimson in color
Nice.
as the blood spills all over him. And if I was in Bill's shoes, I would say, "Can you give a guy a little warning?"
We'll get you cleaned up.
All right, so he is now deceased.
Plenty of water outside.
Can Bill see
Oh,
anything?
God, what the hell?
Yeah, I didn't mean to
Over there?
elongate him. He only sees to this point, right?
Okay.
Okay. So y'all want to go down this hallway, or do y'all want to go down the other way?
Beforehand, can we like
I want
take a
to
look
keep an eye on this.
Minotaur real quick.
Yeah, y'all can go look.
Personally.
At this point,
Out of combat?
pretty much.
Okay. Can we use like our perception, see if we can see any kind of clue to as to how to possibly help the kid?
Yeah, go for it. Victory music.
Yay, victory music.
So far, anyway. Alright, so you
I
rolled a
just click
14.
perception.
Yeah, so you can click any of like your skills,
Oh, cool.
and it'll do it.
Oh, hey, look, a roll.
Hey, you got a good
Thanks.
roll. Sure.
Alright, so as you're looking around the Minotaur, none of you see anything like on the ground, but as Bill and Martin look closer at the Minotaur itself, you can tell that its horns have gotten a little bit smaller since tying it up.
Yeah, I'm
Wait a
gonna elect to sit here and wait.
That sounds
As-
mighty fine, but I do think Alanis is still trying to make her escape.
Yeah, I want to go for Alanis.
While y'all are like debating on that, I want to like raid the bodies for whatever gold they have.
Of course you are.
None of them have gold, but they all have those robes. The crimson colored robes with the boar embroidered on the back in gold.
Can I go taste this guy's blood?
Oh my god.
Sure. Go ahead and do a constitution roll.
Incredible.
So as you taste his blood, it reminds you of your father's famous steak tri-tip recipe that he cooked at family reunions. And
Hell yeah.
you also remember back in the day that every time you took a bite, it was at this point that your drunk uncle was so drunk that he would fall on the table and send your food flying into the river. So you only ever got a taste.
Aw. That's
Tough
sad.
times. It's very tough
Wow.
times, guys.
Oh, Bill asks if you want to try to lick some off of his armor.
No, I don't want to relive those memories anymore.
All right. All right. So who's gonna stay here? If all, in all honesty, I wouldn't mind staying here with the Minotaur. I do have handle animal, which I'm actually gonna roll a handle animal.
Oh god.
Right. So as the Minotaur is sitting there, I sort of like pat it on the head. It's gonna be okay, little girl. Okay. And the Minotaur seems a little bit disturbed because it doesn't believe me. Handle animal roll was
All
As
right.
Crowley does that, I'm gonna take out Eel, what was it,
I'm gonna
Ocarina,
go check
and
out the
play
door.
literally anything soothing.
all right. So go ahead and roll. There a roll for?
I have it. I am an instrumentalist.
Yeah, it should be your performance roll.
Thing. Performance.
Actually, you
What is
can
Bill
just
trying to
roll the
perform?
ocarina,
Roll Ocarina.
but it
Wow,
would
okay.
be a performance roll.
Okay, sure. I mean, that's something that exists.
Oh, I have access to everybody's. Oh wow, Bill's a good performer, I guess. Bill, are you dancing or something? Because that's really all you can do. All right, he's keeping. So he's tapping his foot, I guess, or humming it. And you pull out your ocarina and play a nice soothing melody, that actually does soothe the Minotaur.
Excellent.
Oh shit.
So, is it just
While
you
they're
two
doing
going
that, I'm
after?
checking the door out.
Our daring heroes.
Go ahead and roll perception on that door for me while I go use the bathroom. Be right back.
Okay. Well, at least I got a good perception. Why are you typing?
Because Bill types.
Bill's typing because he's not using his mic.
Well, this is convenient because you guys are going to be typing as well, or we're going to be talking, and I don't want to like talk over you since your thing's more relevant, I guess.
Okay, I guess.
Right. So, what did you roll? Perception.
A 20.
Jeez.
Uh. All right. So. All right, so as you look at the door, you can tell that it's booby trapped on the other side, but you're not sure what kind of item or what the trap does.
Oh, shit. Okay. Hmm.
But what you see, we'll say that you look through the keyhole, and as you
Mhm.
look through the keyhole, you see some weird rune that's kind of floating right in front of the door.
Okay. Hmm.
Is there any
I
way we
see.
could? So she just scanned the door for bells and stuff.
Yeah, so she noticed that there's like some rune floating on the other side of the door. She doesn't know exactly.
I'm trying to remember what's my path. I should really write like all the stuff that's in my past at the moment. Some point.
Does anybody have like a despeller type thing for the door?
Well, you do have two magical sort of wielders,
You have a
myself and
paladin.
Martin, but we don't see what you see.
There's also a paladin you can ask.
Hmm.
He's a paladin, right?
He is. I don't know if he has. He can sense things, but I don't know if his character can.
I haven't actually looked at
He's
his sheet
got
yet.
divine sense.
You want me to do what?
Nara's gonna ask everyone, all the magic users, if they have any kind of spell that could disarm something dangerous.
I can mage hand.
I can
What
just
is
check to
I
see if
can
it's.
touch it. I
Your
can touch it with
senses
my mage hand.
better.
I don't know how successful that could possibly be.
Trying to think. Persuasion
Let me take a look at what you're talking about there.
I can take a look.
So I look through the keyhole. Perception. I don't see nothing wrong with this door. And I kick it open.
Damn it!
No! No! I'm out! You dumbass! What have
So
you
you're still over here.
I know.
Come on back.
What have you done now?
So as I kick open this door, the thing that you saw floating, a rune of hypnosis.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh.
like, oh crap! And as I say that, the rune starts to pulsate. And now we all need to do a saving throw on.
What about those of us by the Minotaur?
Maybe next time you guys will listen to me.
Do saving throw on Constitution. Ooh, neat.
Wow.
There we go. Or it's only
Coffee.
only me, Miranda, and Tony.
I have
All right, so
Constitution.
it pulsates and then it sort of does like a sort of blast radius thing within the 10 feet. I sit there and I sort of like blink my eyes. I'm like, that was weird. And Tony, you're gonna be fine too. But Miranda, you fall asleep.
Rip.
Fuck. Asshole. I mean, I'm not awake to say it, but still.
Yeah. Oh
just
dear, it
see
looks
it.
like the little one has fallen asleep. Poor little lass.
Oh,
She
she's
must
so
be
cute.
tired. Oh dear. Tony, what are you thinking?
I would like to. Never mind.
Oh
Do I
man.
notice this? Can we just say that I noticed this?
Yeah, you guys can see this going on.
I look back. I'm like, I immediately have the greatest idea.
Oh, what's
Oh.
that?
I'm listening.
Sweet boy.
All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all these lovely naked dead bodies that we have, right?
Hmm?
We're gonna make her a bed.
Yes,
And she's just gonna lay on it. I agree. That sounds hilarious.
absolutely.
God. I'm the only one who freaking died. Freaking fell asleep.
It's fine. You're comfortable now because you're cuddling things.
That should
Was
be
there
good. Do you want to
small,
come
like-
like over here and play that melody for her? Keep her sound asleep.
There's no role for me to pick up.
Not yet. You can do a another constitution save real fast.
Still
Oh,
warm.
no.
Hey, all right. So you wake up after
No.
after like a couple minutes. You wake up and I'll let you paint a picture of being either frightened or disgusted or both.
I wake up to this nasty ass smell for one thing, and I sniff a little bit, and then I see where I'm at, and I jump off and just go, not again. What the fuck?
Again.
Oh, so you're used to this kind of stuff, huh? Kinky.
Never gonna get to smell it. You asshole.
Alrighty. Well, we'll go ahead and search ahead. It looks like the Minotaur is still alive, huh? What do you say there, Adeline? Oh, where'd you name?
And I told you not to open the damn door, you asshole.
Well, my bad, but I didn't see anything.
How about listening to the one who did see something?
Make another perception check for me, Bill. God bless.
Damn.
Nailed it.
All right,
Oh,
so.
you sure do see them.
So as you're looking at us over here, dicking around, you do notice that the Minotaur not only has the horns shrank, the hooves have also started to sort of turn to where they look like they're starting to become feet. The hair is starting to wither away and fall off of the body, and it's not significantly smaller than it was. But the body has definitely shrank.
Gross.
All right, well let's go on ahead, shall we?
You just
Yeah, sure.
rotate?
Whatever. Yeah, apparently you can do that.
Oh, that's interesting.
I cannot see the rest of the way. How
Drape
far
it
can we
over
see?
what, the Minotaur?
How far can we see down the hallways?
You can the hallway.
There.
Ah, crap. I wonder which way we
Yeah.
got to go now.
Oh, there's a turn down here, huh? Is there a turn down here?
That's correct. Also, looks like it turns to the left going up north there.
Yeah, I might as well go this way. I don't know where y'all are going. I'm going this way.
I'm
So
gonna check
before you get to that point, Miranda, go ahead and do a perception.
Cool. Awesome.
So right before you step on that spot, you're looking down at the tile and you see what looks like a small pressure plate.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
Hey,
then
Crowley.
you look
Don't.
up at the ceiling, or you look at both walls. You don't see any. You look at the ceiling and you see what looks like the head of a
Whoa. Is there?
guillotine.
Can I? Yeah, guillotine. Um. Is there a possibility of me trying to disarm it?
Oh yeah, you have the dungeon delve ability.
Okay. What do I use for that?
So you gain benefit of advantage on saving throws to avoid or resist traps, as well as searching traps, all normal, and using your. I think you use your thieves tool. That would give. Use your thieves tools. Try to disable
Oh crap.
both. So as you're tinkering around with it, you end up flicking a little switch, and the guillotine blade falls down. But luckily, you weren't in the way, so it falls. Um, it
Ground.
just impales the ground.
Okay.
And
Well, I guess we're climbing over it.
let's see,
Well,
Orkins down there.
getting grooved up tonight.
Yeah, do a performance. Oh dear. As
Oh
you play
god.
that song, the Minotaur actually starts to vomit.
That's hilarious. It's great. I'm just gonna climb over that.
Right? Crowley is going to follow Tony.
What is Bardic Inspiration even do?
I don't think the little tiefling is in her right mind, he whispers.
I knew that from the beginning, son.
Is that why you didn't try anything as she slept?
I was thinking about cutting her hair
Oh, that would have been hilarious. We'll do it next time.
next time for
What
sure.
And then
kind
we
of guy?
both start to giggle, and yeah. uh,
Does Inara hear this?
No.
do a perception check.
That was that one.
Yeah, Miranda, do perception real fast. He does not hear this. He doesn't
Actually,
hear a thing.
if I had, there would have been arrows going straight past you assholes.
Maybe.
Well, depending on whatever.
Right, so Tony going that way, it seems.
Yeah.
Alright. We know when.
Oh, can you make the hallway longer for me while they're doing that?
What do you mean longer? Oh, are you looking around the corner?
Yeah. Cool.
I'm gonna look around this corner.
Right. As you walk around that corner, Tony.
Oh shit. um.
I fell in the Red Riding Hood.
Did you know? Hold on, I don't think she's noticed us. Shh, be quiet.
Okay. We're waiting in the bushes.
What are we gonna do? I don't think I can be quiet, get back into the party. We should probably try to take care of this ourselves. Oh, trust me.
Oh, okay. Fuck it.
And as I say that, I am going to.
What would happening? I'm just gonna.
Oh dear.
So what's he just? What? Oh, it's telling you what your race does.
I didn't know it was gonna be that long. To be
Yeah,
honest.
it'll say the whole thing. So I'm gonna cast Druidcraft. And what I'm gonna do with it is I'm going to, if you look down towards the bottom portion of it, I can make a puff of wind, the sound of an animal, or a faint odor of the skunk. So I am going to cast it. I'm gonna cast it right here, at the 30-foot mark,
Okay.
and it's going to be a gust of with a sort of smell like a dash.
Just a dash smell.
So the gust of wind starts blowing towards Alanis, and then we can hear her as she says this. But she's like, "Oh, what is that? Oh God, what is that smell?" And as she's saying that, she sort of turns around. Oh, I just jacked up. She turns around and looks, and I hope those cultists took care of them. I guess I should go check.
Oh
Starts
no.
to walk. Let's see. She's actually going to roll a perception check.
Oh shit.
You can see your toes,
Right.
and as she sees that, she jumps back. You again. At this point, it is your talk to her or do something, Tony, because she only sees you. She doesn't see. Sort of lay low.
Okay. Ah, it is me.
Oh god.
I do not have time for this.
Where are you
Starts,
going in such a hurry?
none of your business.
Come back here.
So as you take another step, she turns around and crossbow. Wait, why is that plus? Oh, 4+0. So she shoots a crossbow at you, which misses, but you definitely know that she's not playing around.
Okay. Do we roll initiative?
Are you attacking her?
Uh, I want to roll an intimidation.
All right, go for
Ooh.
I feel like that was appropriate.
it. All right, so you attempt to intimidate her, and it somewhat works.
It's
Somewhat.
kind of good. It's kind of good.
Okay. All right. If you go out those doors, I have people waiting for you. So I advise you just stay and talk.
Well, what do you need? I've got more important things to do than sit here and play games with you.
This music.
I know, right? Isn't it dope? I found it online. And it's royalty free, so I don't have to pay for it or anything. I'll turn it down a little bit.
What is this cult? What is this down here that we have found? Why are you doing this to these people?
This is the cult of the Scarlet Boar. And they were supposed to help me take over this fort so that I can get back at Siege the Crimson for betraying my people and making me an outcast.
Betraying your people?
Yes.
How did it do that?
By stealing this fort. This used to be an elven fort. Then Siege decided that he doesn't like elves, so he took it from my people. And I led the defense, and of course we failed, and I was cast out of folks, or the remaining elves.
So what are you doing with all these innocent people, killing all the innocent?
That is the
Because
cult's
I
business. I simply give them the transformation potions to make whatever they need to take this fort over. As long as this fort falls, that is all I care about. Whatever happens to make it happen, doesn't matter. There's no looking back at this.
Well, I honestly don't know what to do right now.
So as you sit there, I'm gonna try a sneak roll to whisper something to you.
Reasonable.
Yeah, so and it's kind of like really echoey, and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't think it'd be that loud. And as I say that, she now knows that there's someone else, so she draws her daggers.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, lass. I didn't mean to scare you there. And then
Lower your weapons. Lower your weapons.
So nobody.
she sits there and she's got her daggers in hand. And she tells you, Tony, like, I don't believe you anymore. You're gonna go back to your friends, and I'm gonna leave, and we're gonna forget that you saw me.
How about we do something to take Siege down, but without killing innocent people?
Who put this here? Who put the psst? Psst. I'm a snake. A slitherous snake. Let's see. So, hey, I don't think that's a good idea. Trying to work with the enemy.
Hey, I'm just trying to, I don't know, compromise.
There is no compromising. Siege and all of his troops die. Whether it's by
Well,
my hand or whoever I get on my side. And as she says that, she takes another step back.
well, I guess we have to fight, huh? You just want to fight. Why do you want to always fight all the time?
I don't want to fight. My
Hey,
cultist friends do. And as she says that, she starts to take a run down the right side of the hallway. And you can hear as her footsteps grow fainter and fainter as the cultists stand with scimitars in hand. And since you guys are still a little ways off, Tony, you and I will roll initiative, and
Well, no one can get us. You have no reason to come find you.
well, not yet, anyway. Do you want to continue, Miranda? Are you looking down those hallways?
Yeah, I might as well continue looking down the hallway. Since I technically have no idea what's happening over there. Ooh, see what's down here.
So at this point, all of us being gone, it's been about another 10 minutes past. Bill, roll a perception check. As well as Martin.
Oh god. I'm sure the what?
Ah, damn it.
Alright, so you can both see that the Minotaur is now roughly the size of a adult woman.
Cool.
With childlike features?
They're starting to become younger, yes.
Okay.
Tony, I go first. Our little fight. So, far away are these? So I'm gonna move up right about there, and I'm gonna cast my poison spray on the gentleman in. Two. Oh wow! All right, so I cast my poison spray, and as I do that, he holds his robe over his mouth and doesn't do.
Shit.
All right, your turn, Tony.
While that's happening.
Alright. I'll move up here and attack this feller.
All right. You miss.
Damn it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll performance for my juggling.
All right, go ahead and roll to see if you. All right, so what are you juggling? What items?
3 unlit candles.
All right, so as you're juggling these 3 unlit candles, everything's going well, and then you throw one a little too high, and you have an instant light match attached to one of the wicks as a trick, and it hits the ceiling and then catches it on fire, and you catch it into the palm of your hand. You'll take 1 damage.
Nice.
Life
Can you
is
clear
sad.
the hallway here? Yeah.
All right, so this cultist is going to attack you, Tony.
Bring it.
He misses. And then the
Loser.
cultist behind him is going to move up and also attack you. And he misses as well. Now we'll go
Okay.
ahead and we'll roll initiative. All right, Tony, go ahead.
Great axe.
All right,
Wait,
so
is this-
you're go ahead and you can paint me a picture of splitting one of their heads open, but not
Oh,
like completely splitting it in half.
Oh, more cultists. Oh.
Okay. So I say puny humans, and I swing from the top down, and it goes right over his like left eye, like on the top, not like in the center, but on the left, a little off center.
Yeah,
It goes down to his eye, but it stops there.
gotcha. Then does his eye pop out or what?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Walking Dead type thing.
All right, so his eye pops out. He sort of goes, and as his eye is like sort of dangling from the little stem, this dude is terrified. He's like, "Holy shit!" And then he's like, "I'll have to do the only other thing to keep these guys from finding out what we're." Starts to run.
Oh, okay. Well, I chase. Well, I want to. Never mind.
Yeah, you already made your decision, Tony. Roll a perception check. Oh, damn.
Ooh.
All right, that's good. All right, so as you round the corner, you see the cultist sort of like holding out his palm, and he sort of slams it into the wall, and it one of the bricks like embeds itself into the wall, and then you hear what sounds like crossbows firing. So go ahead and make a dexterity save.
Fuck.
Nice.
Very good.
Ooh.
All right. So, as you're looking at him, there are 2 little squares, holes right here, and they both shoot crossbow bolts, going towards you. But in a dexterous way, you're able to jump back as they fly forward. Impale the wall there. So they impale the wall, and they miss you, obviously. But at this point, the cultist is able to run a little bit further ahead from you. You have to go get him. You're faster than me. Go, get. I'll tell the others.
All right. I want to percept this hallway.
Right? Go ahead and roll a perception. All right. So, as you round the corner, the cultist sits there, and you can see he's taken off his robes, and he has a bunch of TNT strapped to his chest.
Oh
He
god.
begins to light it.
I want to throw a javelin at him.
Ooh, nice. Go ahead and throw it. That that unfortunately does not hit. But as you throw it, you throw the javelin, and it's majestic, right? Majestic looking javelin. Let's see. Actually, I need to make it all one. All right, there we go. So you throw the javelin, and it misses. Little catty corner. Misses. But as you do it, he turns around to see you, and he drops his lighter, giving you a second chance.
A lighter.
Or like a candle thing. He does something.
Oh, okay.
Like the thing that he would have blown himself up with.
Yeah, he's trying to light the fuse still, so you still have time to make another attack. But you wouldn't be able to reach him before he'd be able to concentrate and light the fuse. It's now or never.
All right, I got another javelin.
Oh man, another javelin.
Oh my god!
No.
Oh, beautiful.
Down a hallway.
All right, Tony. So you rear back, and as you're going to throw the javelin, you extend your front leg a little too far and slip and do the splits.
Kinky.
But fortunately for you, the sight of this, the cultist starts to snicker and sort of forgets what he's doing, giving you yet another chance to throw a javelin at him.
All right. So I throw another javelin.
All right, that one hits him. So
Okay.
the next javelin you throw, where do you want to hit him?
It doesn't kill him, right?
No, it doesn't.
Does it do
But it's
enough
close.
damage?
Yeah, it's close to killing him.
Does it do enough damage to where it can stop him?
You could. I'll let you. It'll do enough damage to where if it hits any of his limbs, it becomes unusable.
Okay. Well,
He's right-handed.
Okay, so his right hand, I throw the javelin and hit him.
All right. And then what we'll also do is you throw it with such finesse and such grace that the precision and strength behind your throw actually impales his right hand as he's trying to light the fuse and sticks him into the wall as he lets out a screech of pain. This can't be!
And I walk off like a badass.
All right, so as you're walking, I come back into the room. Guys, we don't have time. Alanis is getting away. So I shout that to Bill and Martin.
Who? What?
Oh, I yell at you guys as I enter the room, telling you that we found Alanis and running away.
Well, I'm unlocking this door while that's happening.
All right, the door is unlocked.
Good thing we didn't untie Minogal here.
I can't see
I guess we
anything
should go
more.
chase after Alanis.
Do a perception check for me. Miranda. Okay. You look through the keyhole, and what? So as you look into this room real fast.
I can't hear anything. Oh, okay, never mind. sorry. I have times when I can't hear.
Well, you look in it and you see along the walls many different torture devices. Cult has whatever things. And it is a mostly bloody room. There is a table with tools set aside, such as like little sickles, hammers, nails, all types of.
Okay, cool.
You can pick her up with a strength check real quick, Bill, because she is she doesn't look anything like a minotaur except for a couple little holes. But she's small enough to where you can pick her up and put her over your shoulder. All right, we ain't got time to lose. Let's go.
Alright. I will follow old dude man.
I'm only 55. All right, so we get over here, and we see this cultist pinned to the wall, almost like the second coming of Jesus himself. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I mean, that's fine. I'm sure the paladin.
But and he's desperately trying, like fiddling in his pocket with his left hand. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
I want to swing and hit him.
All right, go ahead.
I came down because I got bored.
All right, and you do have advantage because he's pinned to the wall, so that'll hit, and you can decapitate him if you.
Okay.
Or you can blow everybody up by doing a chest shot. Your choice.
Do not blow everybody
up. Game over, guys. No.
Yeah, it would hit everybody.
So as he like reaches for his pocket and he's starting to whatever, I don't give him any time to do anything, and I just swipe it right off.
Okay.
His head. Swipe his head right off. Plain off.
Right. So you swipe off his head, and he falls, hanging by the javelin, and yeah, he's dead.
Nice.
Oh shit! I can't. Hold on. I gotta move him over here in order to see the option. Put an X. Mighty throw there.
Yeah, it only took me one time.
What the fuck happened, guys?
All right.
What is this?
Can I pick up the javelin that I?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, roll a d20 for me. Cause you threw 2. No, you threw 3, right?
I attempted to throw 3, but one of them I just did the splits. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that didn't count as a throw. So yeah, roll a d20. If you get 11 or higher, you'll get both of them. 7 or higher, you'll get one of them. You get both of them.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So as I'm walking up here, I'm like, why are there these javelins on the floor?
Tony was trying out for the Olympics, and let's just say he didn't get the spot. Third time's the charm, though.
We'll get him next time.
All right. So what next, Tony?
I want to look.
Right. Do a perception check.
I'm guessing that's chat.
Dang.
All right. So as you move up there, you can hear the faint sound going. Well, hold on. Did you hear my faint sound?
I did not hear.
Okay, I'll make it a little louder. I'll make it a little louder. I made it too faint. My mic didn't pick it up. But as you round the corner, you hear a faint sound.
A faint
Still
what?
can't hear it.
Oh, does it keep going? So as you round the corner, you hear a faint.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Okay.
Like, did that?
Oh my god.
All right. Well, there's red markings over there, so I don't go that way. I'm gonna go this way.
I guess we're following.
Perception.
Nothing looks unusual about that hallway.
Oh, okay. Shit. Alright. Well, I'm gonna check this.
So as you round that corner, Alanus is at the very top of a ladder, with a trap door. It says, "You're never gonna get out of here alive now." And he opens up the ladder and disappears. Closes
Why?
the trap door, and you notice a stick of dynamite at your feet, about to
Oh,
blow up.
fuck. That,
Oh, shit.
I reckon we got like maybe 4 seconds until that blows.
This way. I'm going this way.
out of here. Everyone's like,
So
no.
as everyone's running, we hear a loud explosion, and from that, let's see, this whole portion that gets darkened out caves in.
Rip.
Well, ain't that just bloody convenient?
I guess we're going up the way I was going before.
Well, there's something here too.
Alright, let's do
So,
it.
guys, it seems like we have two problems.
Oh,
We have this group of cults that call themselves, I can't remember
the
what he
Crimson
told
Boar.
me, but Crimson Boar. And then she's basically using this cult as like just men to do her dirty work. So these cults of men are doing like all the killing and stuff, and she's just worried about Siege and trying to get the fort back for herself and her people. So I
Who's the
think
spicy
like
dude
I
guy?
think like the cult needs to be stopped, and then she needs to be stopped. But they're not like together. Like
I
if you stop one,
agree.
the other one. If you stop one, the other one's not gonna stop. So
Well, it sounds to me like she's just using the cult as a means to an end. So if we take out the means, she won't be able to complete her job, and she might have to just go elsewhere. So we
yeah,
kind of have to capture her or something, maybe kill her. I don't know. Up to y'all.
yeah, yeah. I definitely want to stop this cult for sure.
All right. So as you round that corner, where did there? Dead end.
Haha.
We're going this way.
I'll follow you this time, lass. Let's go.
I'm like last time. Oops. Where
So
is
is Yule Paladin still following us?
Believe so. And
it?
it.
No shit.
He's just
So as Bill gets to right here, the little girl is a little girl now, and she begins to cry.
do I hear this?
Yes, we all hear it as we're moving. We're all
Oh, is it
still back.
loud?
Yeah, she starts to. You want to take that rope off her now? She's just a little girl. Worst case
Probably.
scenario, you can take that glaive to her, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. You'll hit her. All right, so you undo the hog tie on this little girl, and you set her down as she cries. You look at her neck, and everyone roll a perception.
Oh my god. Nobody got anything good.
All right, Martin is looking at her, and the wound that was there previously is gone, and it doesn't look as if it's been like healed naturally. It looks like it's never happened at all. You think it may be have something to do with whatever potion was used on her, like maybe a side effect.
Would you look at that, Adeline? There's your side effect.
Oh, were y'all talking about side effects earlier?
We were talking about the merits of untying the girl while she was still half Minotaur.
Oh,
Wow. So what are we
Alright.
doing with this kid?
well, I think that we should probably take her back to the surface for sure. But we could at least leave her where there's no dead bodies and have somebody watch her. Here you go, little girl. You can have a ration. You're probably starving. So I pull out of my explorer's pack a ration to the little girl, and she ferociously eats it while weeping.
Like Cho'Gath.
Does she need healing or anything? Oh wait, no, she doesn't, because you said there's no
Yeah, there's no like. It doesn't look like she's been harmed at all.
So I have a question.
Yes. And yeah, you can pick her up, Bill. She allows it.
How did she react to my failing at juggling?
She honestly doesn't remember anything from the time that she
Does
was
she really?
killed.
Gross. Okay.
So from the time that her throat was slit and she lied lifeless on the floor to this very moment, she doesn't have any.
So she just as far as she can tell, she's just been asleep and woke up on Adeline's back.
Yes.
Okay.
But she does remember being killed by that cultist. So that was the last image that she has, and now that she's, alive, weeping.
Well,
Gotcha.
I stay out of sight
Fair
because
enough.
I don't really
Um,
like the way things look. So
Alrighty. Well, we could possibly, if you want, I can stay here with the little lass. Because who knows what horrors are away.
I agree.
take your time.
I say one of it. I would be okay
I'm
with one of us
Yeah,
taking
hold
her
on.
back to the surface to say the tavern.
How are we getting to the surface?
Yeah.
Back the way we
it's pretty-
came.
Yeah.
Would somebody be able to find their way back through and do all the steps to get down here?
Well, yeah, because all the traps that y'all have uncovered, except for this one over here, have been disarmed. And you've got this rope over here that you can use as a makeshift bridge. And that one room where y'all fought the two cultists in the beginning doesn't have anything to worry about, so.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me take the little lass, and I'll be back in a jiffy.
All right.
All right. One jiffy has officially passed.
Yes.
Alright, so yeah, for the sake of time, I'm going to end up being out for a moment. You guys continue on your way to the torture chamber.
There's a torture
Sure.
chamber.
Yeah, there's a torture chamber up here. Right here in this room. I want to use my perception to look around a little bit more.
Does Dravorkin become turned on again?
Honestly, you don't even have to roll for that. You can tell us, are you turned on or not, Tony?
It
You see
doesn't
mutilated
turn me on.
corpses and blood and chains, all types of travesties.
Yeah, so it doesn't turn me on. It actually strikes a memory back home, and I look kind of distraught, and I'm very closed off about it.
Cool.
Like, I like mutilated bodies, but I don't like tortured mutilated bodies.
Oh shit.
You want to go through that door? Let's see.
Oh, that's a door? It doesn't look like the normal door.
Yeah, so those doors, they're kind of like they're those doors that come up from the ceiling, so you have to lift them up. You can't open them.
Can you start over with that? My headphones just turned off on me, and yeah.
So those doors, they're like think of them as those gates that come up and down. So you have to sort of like get your hands under it and lift it above your head in order to get through there.
Okay, I'm good. Unless what's his face? Unless Dravorkin wants to try to open it.
You can ask.
Otherwise,
You could ask me, young lady.
I'm not asking anybody. You can do what you want. I'm just gonna unlock this instead.
So there's a door here then?
Yeah, it's like a yeah,
Door.
it's sort of like a gate, a little gate that closed down, and you have to lift it above your head.
I
I
got
want to check
this.
to make sure nothing in here is a booby trap. Before we do that.
As you
Nice.
look over that door, it's just a simple wooden door, but it looks like it's stuck shut.
Stuck? Not locked, stuck?
Not locked, stuck, and there. As you try to open it by pushing it, it gives way a little bit, but there's something on the other side that stops it from moving completely. And no matter how much strength you put into it, it won't budge,
Even if I try a crowbar?
even if you try a crowbar.
Why do you have a crowbar?
Because it was in my burglar's pack.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to roll athletics, Junior?
No, it's a check. See if you can even lift it, and you can.
Oh, wow.
Do a charisma check as well.
What?
Hmm?
Charisma.
So as you do it, everyone sort of gawks at your muscles as they all come together and show just how really strong you are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Miranda, you do. Oh, everybody do a charisma check.
Charisma.
All right.
This is just a charisma
Miranda's
check, right?
character is somewhat impressed. Martin's lizard tongue sort of falls out of his mouth. Bill
Did Bill do one?
did not. I'll do it.
Okay.
And Bill also sort of like raises one eyebrow, whispers under his breath.
Yeah.
As
I
you
guess I'll
lift
go in.
open that door, there is a large wooden post underneath it that looks like it's been reinforced to hold the door open.
Uh-huh.
So can he grab that, or does someone else have to do it?
Someone else would.
Alright, I'll go grab it and put it under.
All right. So you put it under, and it is all fine and dandy. Are you looking into those hallways, Miranda?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Nara, what do your tiefling eyes see?
Things. More hallway.
All right. So Anara, once you enter that hallway, make a perception check.
Okay, whoops. Perception. That's not the best.
Ooh.
You're good,
Either
Bill.
way.
14. Or wait, hold on. Let's see. What is or you actually have advantage on any perception checks that I have you do and done. Get the 20. And as you walk into that hallway, catch a faint.
Where? Over there. I want to go inspect that a little bit.
All right. So, do a. Let's see. I want you to. We'll just use that same perception roll. That'll be fun. So as you are looking, because you see what looks like a tiny little keyhole in the rock.
Oh, who took that key earlier? I'm actually speaking now.
I believe Bill did.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Well, I guess you're playing Bill.
Well, I'm sure he would want to give you the
Yes,
key.
I
So
will
he
give
walks over, and he gives you the key.
Cool. I put it in.
So it fits like a glove as you put it into the little keyhole. And then there is a secret door that reveals itself.
Where at?
Well, unfortunately, like the map is like a piece, so I couldn't like. If I were to get the what's it called? If I were to purchase a subscription on this, I could actually make secret doors and like right click them to make it disappear and appear. But I'm not paying $5 a month, unfortunately.
So we're just gonna walk through walls right now.
For the time being, yes. Let me draw. I'm gonna
That's basically
draw.
what we're doing. That's basically what we're doing now, anyway.
Hey,
This is
Can
my
you,
sad attempt at a door.
can you
New
heal
work.
me?
Not bad.
Who am I
Can
healing?
you-
Me, Javorkin. I need like 3 health, brother.
You're at 3 health?
No, I need 3 health to be full health.
This would be your last healing word you could do for the
It would be
day.
my last healing
Oh,
word.
never mind. As I was.
Should have bought a
And if I'm gonna heal someone, I feel like I'm gonna heal myself.
Should have bought a medical pack.
The medical
See, I
pack
have this
doesn't
burn
heal
on
you.
my hand. From
Yeah. So what the way the healer's kit works is it's pretty. Think of it as a first aid kit. So like if he's got cuts and bruises, it would heal him like right
Like,
after
by,
a
like,
battle. Yeah. But right now he's got nothing he has to worry about. So.
Oh, okay. So you just like whatever. Alright.
Yeah. All right. So if you want,
Go through.
yes. Actually, give me one.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I could move these.
All right. So you unlock the door.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what.
what do you see?
Oh. I would like to see whatever I can see right now. I'm gonna peer in cautiously to make sure, nothing's gonna no one's gonna jump out at me. I'm gonna see as far as I can without actually going through.
So are you opening the door or peering through the keyhole?
Oh, I'm opening the door, but very, very slowly.
Stealth check for me.
Okay. Yay.
Okay. So you open up the door, crack it open enough. As you open it, this red squiggly over here is actually a treasure chest.
Ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and while continuing to make sure there's no traps around.
Alright, so you walk into the door and
Fuck.
how did you get in
I got
here?
excited. God damn it.
Alright. So everyone
So
that's
we
here,
just
go
did-
ahead and roll initiative.
So excited. I was like, yeah.
Wow. For once, the initiative rolls almost make sense.
Actually,
yeah.
that works out really good for what just happened too.
For how
The
everyone
cult,
came in.
yeah, the cultists get a little jump on you.
What are all these little circles?
So the circles on the bottom, those are crates, like little
that we're gonna
barrels.
look through afterward.
Yeah, those are barrels. And you can see they all have potion bottles. So does the barrel in the top right, and then the 3 chests on the side are treasure chests.
Nice.
At first glance, of course, they look locked, but you're not sure until you get a chance to look at them. But the cultists are going to go ahead and
Shit.
they both come up to you
Oh, why me?
because you barged in
Yeah,
and went
I'm an
straight for
asshole
their
for it.
treasure.
Directly for the treasure. You didn't even like.
I
pause
really
to
did.
look up.
I was like,
All right,
you know
the
what?
first one lunges at you with his scimitar, and it hits for 2 damage.
Okay.
You're at 6.
Oh, you already did it wrong.
And then the
Peace,
second one,
Rest in peace, Brandon.
I'm so scared.
he lunges at you and does 6 damage, which
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Now here's the thing. In D&D, if you hit 0, like if you hit straight 0, no more than that, you're knocked unconscious. If you go below
okay,
that,
cool.
you have to make a death save.
Okay.
Like immediately. But what's gonna happen now is you're pretty much knocked out, so you don't get to take a turn.
Wow. That's
And on your
horrible.
next turn, you'll have to make a save. And the way it works is you have to make out of three saves, 2 of them need to be successes in order for you to go back to 1 health point and to revive, or 2 failures and you die.
Oh, great. Cool.
At least I think that's how it works. Let me look. Death rules, death saving throw.
Well,
Oh, never mind. It's on your turn, so you'll do it right now, actually. So what you'll do, you'll roll a d20. If the roll is 10 or higher, you succeed. Otherwise, you fail. Success or failure has no effect. On your 3rd success, you'll become stable. On your 3rd failure, you'll die.
okay.
And I'll keep track of the fails.
Dang.
10 or more is success, so that is 1.
1,
Oh,
2.
phew.
Well, no, you don't do them all in a row. You'll do them on each
Oh, I
turn.
don't?
Once
Just
per
one?
turn.
Shit. I was only half paying attention. Well, at least I got the 10.
And then when you're doing this, if you roll a 1, it counts as 2 failures, and if you roll a 20, you gain 1 HP.
Okay.
But if you
Can
take
I
any
be
damage
healed
while you're
while
you can be
I'm out?
healed. Yeah, you can be healed. But if you take any damage, you suffer a death saving throw failure automatically. And if it is damage and it's a critical hit, it's 2 failures. And if the damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum, you instantly die. So if they were to hit you right now and they somehow rolled a 9, which I don't think is possible, they roll a d6 plus 1. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to kill you instantly. But if there was a creature out here that could deal 9 damage to you and it did, you would instantly.
Awesome. Okay.
But for right now, yeah, you got 1 success. And it is now Martin's turn.
Can I see the tiefling?
You
Am I
can.
able to see the tiefling?
Yes. Tony, I'm laughing a lot.
Like, do I really want to? Damn.
I was, in all honesty, I didn't think this would happen, but I was hoping you seeing treasure, you would like lose perspective of you guys were in a cultist dungeon, and it
Yeah,
worked.
totally
It worked. So, as a dungeon master, I'm pretty proud of myself right now.
I'm gonna
I was
begrudgingly
Heal her.
cast healing word
How
on the
sweet.
tiefling out of the goodness of my heart,
Okay.
and not because.
It heals you 6 damage.
Yay. Thank you.
And with that, you're able to stand up again. What?
I'm
What
mildly
lovely.
annoyed that I have to use the last of my spell slots.
Just mildly, though.
I'm really glad
Just
you didn't
mildly.
use that last tail.
I'm more annoyed that I rolled a 1, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, because you could have healed her full. Alright, so now it is Bill's turn. We'll see. He'll have to move 1, 2, 5. And he's going to throw a light hammer at this guy right here.
Thank you, Bard.
And he
Oh god.
Wow.
so he picks out a white light hammer from his belt, and with Tony standing right behind him, he rears it back and it slips through his hand and hits Tony square in the face, dealing 4 damage to Tony. Alright,
Oh no!
it's just gonna deal 2 damage. Because he didn't have his full force in the thing. So, yeah, as he rears back to throw it, he sort of like looks at his hand afterwards and notices it is not there anymore. And he looks back at Tony. And Tony, what do you do as you get hit in the face by a hammer?
Really, dude?
We have a lot of our group is very clumsy.
They are.
We became complacent.
You had one job, Adeline. One job.
When we first started out, we were great.
This is the joy of D&D. Like, you can build like the most amazing character and then just roll complete shit the whole time. It doesn't matter. Like, I could give you guys unlimited spellcast and you would probably still roll 1s and stuff, and I would make funny ways that they fuck you up.
Yeah.
Alright, Tony, your turn.
Alright. One.
You're able to get to both of them.
Haha! Alright, I'm gonna attack this guy.
Right, go for it. That'll hit, and it'll fucking murder the shit out of him. God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What
Alright.
did you roll? You rolled a fucking 12.
12 and a 4.
At 12.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you can decapitate him and dismember another limb if you want to. You can do a
Alright,
two
so-
swings.
So this is
Let
this
it
is what
be.
I'm gonna do. Alright. So I kind of like run up with my axe kind of behind me, and then like I come around and I slice at him, but like it hits his top left shoulder and it goes down to his bottom right pelvis, and it just like splits him in half right there.
Very nice. So as you do that, as you murder the fuck out of this dude, this dude cowers in fear, and he says, "I'm not going out like that," and he takes out his scimitar and falls on it.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that was fun. So, now that that's over,
They're both
would
dead.
would my healing kit do anything right now?
No,
Make
you're
use
you're
health.
yeah, you're more than healthy right
Okay, cool. I would like to check this box and see if it's booby trapped.
now. Alright, perception check.
Before we check these chests, I just want you to know we saved you right there, and you better share
I
stuff
said-
with us.
I said thanks.
Alright, so this is
I
how
appreciate a little bit more appreciation myself.
so that
I
perception
put my
roll
fingers
for all 3 chests, you notice none of them are booby trapped, but they all feel quite powerful in some way.
Oh.
You're not exactly sure what this feeling is.
Are they locked?
Dibs.
They are not locked, but everyone needs to roll a flat d20, and the highest and the lowest and the middle
My life is sadness.
get claim over the thing. So let me roll
My life is sadness.
1d20. Then
Yep,
let me
my
roll.
life is sadness.
Let me roll for Adelant.
God.
No, actually, your
Is my
life is
not
good.
sadness?
No,
My life is not sadness. Yes.
the highest roll is Dvorkin,
I was the one who percepted. God damn it.
and then the lowest roll is Martin, and then the middle is Crowley. So us three
Wait,
will
I
get an
see.
item.
Wait,
This is
does
my
Crowley
payment for
isn't-
saving your life.
Crowley isn't here?
No, Crowley's right here. I mean, he's on his way back.
When did Crowley even...
He's been doing things slowly.
Okay, well, guess I'm moving out the way.
Do we get a roll for what we get?
Well, we have to
Yes.
find out what's in them first.
Let Crowley get
Loot
over here.
table.
Hey, look, I found an alternate entrance to where you guys were. Talk about luck.
Nice.
Let me.
I look at him in disbelief.
Trying to figure out how this.
Couldn't have come here sooner.
Oh,
I
I'm.
had to heal the tiefling.
Oh, I don't think I could heal anybody anyway. So, you know, it really matter. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. All right. So Tony, you're gonna roll, or Tony, Martin, and myself will all roll a d20. Then, based on the results, I'll let you know what you sort of have a choice of when.
And
All right.
whatever's left.
Yeah, whatever else is left. All right, so Tony, you can choose either a piece of armor or a weapon.
Do I know what kind of armor there is?
Let me say. It'll be either. Oh wait, yeah, you don't even want to wear armor though.
I can wear a shield and it's count.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. But then I would
you.
have to switch to a one-handed weapon.
Yeah. I would probably go with the weapon.
Yeah, I'm
that-
gonna go with weapons.
Second. You can have either a javelin of lightning,
Ooh.
a trident of fish command,
What?
yeah, or a weapon of warning, which would function sort of like how Sting does in Lord of the Rings, and it'll glow a certain color when
What kind of weapon of warning?
he can choose any weapon, like great axe or great club. It would be. I would let him.
Cool.
But you can pretty much get a weapon that will have the same dice roll as a normal weapon, but it'll give off a glow of your choice when there are enemies within 6.
So it's pretty much like I can never get surprise attacked.
Pretty much, yeah. As long as you're looking
Or
at,
I
as
can-
long as your weapon is in view. Now, if you cover up your weapon, the glow isn't enough to like
Shine through.
yeah, to shine through.
Now, what about like, can it sense it through walls and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna get that, but can I do some digging to find out which kind of weapon?
No, you choose. You tell me what you want, and then we'll update your character sheet. So if you want your great axe to be a great axe of warning, then it will be.
Oh, so it's one of my weapons I have currently?
It'll be an additional weapon, but you pretty much like you can choose any of
The
the
type.
type.
Okay.
Like it could be a great axe, great club, anything that you could wield that doesn't give you like a big advantage. Something that you'd be able to like start the game. I guess if you want, you can look at the if you go to the thing and look at all the melee weapons.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do. I guess you can move on to the next person.
Yeah, so Martin, you rolled a what? A 10?
A 10.
Let's see.
That's-
If I want to.
Can I remark that Dravorkin should give his new weapon a name because all special weapons deserve a name?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a ring.
A ring.
Yeah, so you can have a ring of water walking, a ring of jumping, or a ring of mind shield.
Mind shielding?
Yeah, so if you ever take psychic damage, it'll always be reduced. So
It'll always
like
be what?
it'll be reduced. So let's say that you do like your hideous laughter, that's psychic damage, and you roll a d6 and it's a 6. The mind shielding would reduce it to a 3. So it reduced is always half damage. But that's only against psychic.
Okay. What the other one was jumping, and then the other one was water walking.
Yeah, jumping and water walking. So jumping would mean that you can double your jump height. Or actually, I would make it to where you sort of jump like a grasshopper. So it's like really.
So how high is that?
I'll say 30 feet.
Is that also 30 feet forward?
Yeah. So you could jump 30 feet forward, and then I would allow you to move. So it'll essentially give you an extra 10 movement speed on the ground. Then if there's like, if you guys ever, if there's a hole, you can jump over it. If there's like places where you could climb up, you could just jump up there, and you would have like advantage when you attack people.
Yeah, this sounds great. I want the ring of
All
jumping.
All right, so you get the ring.
So I just add that to my thing.
Yeah, I'll add it for you.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Ring of. Then I'm gonna add it into, like, if we go to your bio, we'll go to where I think there's a treasure. Yeah, treasure. So I'm gonna put the what it does, because this is pretty much a made. I could spell. All right, so yeah, you get to jump 30 feet in any direction, with 10 additional round moves.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. You could do some creative things with that in battle. Let's see. Four. Me.
So I would like to note that when you put in Ring of Jumping and the equipment, it actually updated when you did that. Yeah, that was interesting. It didn't automatically update for when you did the description and the treasures, though. It did not.
Oh, well, if you... Did you go to your bio?
It actually went to bio automatically for some reason.
Okay, so I guess because you and I both have control over it, it, like, acts on whatever's going on.
Okay. Alright, so let's see what kind of treasure.
So let me... So I am going to find a scroll. It is going to be a scroll that allows me to learn a free spell.
Cool.
Specifically called the spell scroll cantrip. So let's learn. I look at it, I'm like, oh, I know this druid language. Now that's cool. And I'll look at. All right. So, and besides that, we also see
2 doors.
Oh, what about the barrels and stuff too?
Well, the barrels all have these random potions.
Is there anything left in the chest?
The chest collectively together will have. Well, I'm gonna copy and paste it.
Gold.
Oh, you have a link.
Gold. Gold. Oh, jeez.
So 100 gold. It has a bloodstone that's worth 50 gold. All the way until you get to the quartz. Those are all just random, like, precious stones. and they're all worth 50 gold. And
Can
then
they
you
do
got,
anything?
I mean, you could probably use them in crafting,
Okay.
or you could
What do
sell
these
them.
spell scrolls do? Are they like a single
Yeah.
cast, or do we learn something?
They are a single cast. So dancing lights, you'll be able to summon lighting that dances around, and
But
then the
what's-
grease. So it's a one-use thing, and then after that it's done. And then grease will slicken an area, making it to where you have to roll a dexterity check to see it slip and fall.
Is the grease also flammable?
Yes.
Nice.
You could
Well,
end
let's
up.
get the potion of climbing and potions of healing out the thing. Hopefully, no one will notice.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check, or a sleight of hand check, actually.
Oh, sweet.
All right. So
Perception.
What?
technically he can.
Okay. Ha!
I would like to as well.
I'm
Nobody
almost
sucks.
certain that our boy. There we go.
Ah, fuck. Oh. Thought I was gonna get rid of it.
Lass, I think you should probably, after we helped you,
We.
yeah,
Let you
fine.
guys go first.
What are you talking about? You ran in here. At least
No,
that's
I
what
let you
Adeline told me.
You guys went to the chest first. We.
You were
Oh,
a little
yeah,
bit
What
haphazard.
are you talking about, Crowley? You weren't here.
Aye, but I was in spirit.
Child.
Didn't you feel me? In
Hey,
your mind?
I didn't take the spells. Hey, I didn't take the spell scrolls for a reason. The bard can take those. He's the one who saved me.
I'm the one that face tanks all the damage.
Yeah, you and Adeline do. So I would think that it'd be best to give them the health potion.
As a party decision.
Well, I've only got one potion, so one
The
health
potion of climbing, when you drink this potion, you gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour.
Wow.
Awesome.
During this time, you had an advantage on athletic checks you make to climb. That's actually really cool.
Yep.
Because you can climb fast as fuck. That's gonna be creepy if you use it right.
I tossed one of the potions of healing at to what's your name again? Draconoff? Dracoven?
Dravorkin.
Toss?
Found it.
Did you say you throw/toss one of them? Oh no.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean, wait, why is my character sheet empty now? What?
Oh, I put it on bio.
Oh, okay.
Now, the potion of healing, when you drink it, you regain 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Okay, 2d4 plus 2 hit points. Okay.
So we're giving those to Adeline
I'm
and
giving one to the orc. Adeline didn't do shit.
I mean, he's murdered, stabbed people in the past.
Yes, but in this case, I got saved by Dvorkin. Yeah, no. That's the bard's job, Martin.
Let me add the potion of healing to. Alright, Dravorkin, you've got a potion of healing. Then are you taking both
can all-
potions of climbing?
Yes.
There were two? Oh.
There were.
There were two.
And now there are 0.
Yeah.
So
are we
all
splitting
the-
gems?
Are the gems all taken right now?
No.
No,
I
Gems
vote
are
we
still
split
up.
immediately
Yeah. I left. Yeah, I didn't take any of the gems, so we can split those.
with
even.
a bias towards not giving Onara any gems.
Because she's got 2
What?
potions.
I left the gems for you guys. Come on.
Oh, you left the gems for us. Oh, thank you, Onara. You're so generous.
I
Now,
could have stolen everything.
I think I should probably take this grease potion spell scroll, because I can produce flame in an instant. It could be useful later.
That
If I
is
don't
true.
get any gems, I will take the gold. Okay, so
I think I'll take the dancing light scroll. I could cook up something with it.
So there's 7 gemstones,
Yes.
3, 4.
and there's how many of us? 5.
Five of us,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
2 people can get 2 stones.
Agrees.
What do any of the stones have like different like usefulnesses, or are they just like good for selling?
Say that again?
Is there a usefulness for any of the stones, or are they just good for selling or making?
At this point in time, I don't think any of you really have a crafting profession, so they would pretty much just be good for selling. But in the future, there could be like enchantments that you do on these gems and fixate them to armor or weapons or something like that. But that would be down the road.
Okay, cool.
Did you upgrade my stuff, Junior?
I did. Except for I haven't I gave you the potion of healing, but I haven't I'll let you add the weapon warning yourself. If you want, you could. Are you gonna use
Dibs on the bloodstone.
great axe or a great club? What are you gonna use? Out yet?
I was looking at the lance, but then again, I didn't like the reach effect because if you're within 5 feet, then you're at a disadvantage.
Oh,
But
you always fight up close. Yeah.
I do like the idea of the maul.
Ooh.
Or a
I'm gonna
great
take the
sword.
moonstone while we're at it.
Well, if you want, like, you don't have to decide right now. You can decide before the next time we play. And we'll just put. I'm just gonna put in your sheet. Weapon of warding.
Okay.
That way we know, and then once you decide it, then we'll let me know and I'll add it to the. But as for the rest of the items, let's see, 110 gold, split
Divided by 5.
evenly, should be 22 gold apiece.
Yeah.
Cool.
So just add 22 gold on your character sheet.
60, 80, 81.
I called dibs on the bloodstone because it's blood.
I got
What was
the
it?
moonstone.
22.
Yes, 22. If you don't mind, I think I would like that moonstone. Reminds me of home.
But you didn't even help us with this fight.
Well, I got the little girl back to her family.
That is true.
And we have to go talk to her anyway, see what happened. Maybe that could lead us to what the cult are aiming for.
Between all of you bleeding hurts. Whatever. I'll just take the quartz then.
Right. And then let's see. We'll give Jasper to Bill. Then yeah, you guys can honestly split the rest of them yourselves. My character doesn't want them. Let's see, we took the quartz, the moonstone, the jasper, and the bloodstone. Which one did you take, Martin?
What's left?
We got the cryo phrase, which I would say is a bluish color. The Carnelian.
Carnelian.
Heard of such a thing.
Oh, it's orange.
What's calcitonin?
I'll take the carnelian.
The carcinocolian almost looks like a white sort of thing.
I just googled it.
All right,
What
so
did
that
you choose?
that leaves the cryophrase and the Caledonian. The cryophase is a green stone.
I'll take the cryo phase.
Then Martin or Tony, or actually no, since we all got special things, we'll give that to Bill.
Oh, Bill gets the rocks.
The other rock, yeah.
The carnelian?
Yeah,
The
because he didn't get
Casa.
any. He didn't get any potions or anything.
Because somebody. Is it because you almost died? Because when you're on the verge of death, you can't pop a potion. Like if you get knocked out to 0.
Oh yeah, I know.
Uh,
It'll be useful later.
so at this point, let us all roll a perception check.
Oh no.
On these boxes
Okay.
or on these barrel
And
things.
after we're done, okay, after we're done. With
Yeah,
this
we're
stuff,
almost
guys.
done. We're just gonna look at these boxes.
Oh my gosh.
Woohoo,
Can I roll
10.
another one?
This is Adeline making his perception. All right.
I'm average. Yes.
So as I look, I pick out one of the bottles, and as I'm looking at it, oh, look at that! This is the same liquid that they poured on that poor little girl.
Oh, I don't know.
Shall we all have a drink?
Ah.
I'm a kidding. I don't think that's a good idea at all. But these are definitely those potions of transformation. It looks like each barrel has about 2. Which means there's a grand total of 8.
How do you think they work?
That's a good question. We should probably not drink them, but I definitely say we take all 8 and keep them sort of spread out between us all, just in case somebody gets jumped.
Or 1 or 2 each. I'll just take 1.
In all honesty, I think Adeline and Dravorkin should carry most
2 or 3.
of them. Adeline can carry 3, Dravorkin 2, and the rest of us all 1.
Okay.
So potions of transformation.
Are you gonna put that in our thing as well?
I will.
I'm going with the great sword.
The great sword.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
That's a lot of shining.
What's it called? Where'd you put the stones at in the thing? Is there like a treasure part on these?
No, I haven't put your stone.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was in like a different box.
Should be so under your equipment. Anything that like doesn't really have like a
I can't
like an
see that.
effect. Oh, anything that doesn't have an effect, I'm just gonna put on your first page. Whoops, die. So if it's on your first page, you can't really use it to do anything. Kind of just there.
Okay.
So, which stone did you take?
Quartz and the cryo one. Cryo something.
Those real quick.
I need to remember to put my arrows in here.
Quartz and the Chalcedonia or cryo?
No, the cryo one.
Chrysoprase?
Chrysoprase.
And then Martin, did you add your stone to your list?
I did not.
Which one did you
Let's go under
take again?
treasure. The carnelian. Would that go under treasure or what?
No, I'm just putting it in your equipment. I'll do it.
Okay.
All right, so this pretty much concludes what I have prepared for today. If we want, on the next time we play, we can finish looking around the dungeon. But for story's sake, we have completed the dungeon. And we all gain a level.
Hey.
We'll all be
How's
level
that
2. So the way it works is when you level up, there's a couple things you gotta do. You gotta go to your class and research what you get extra at level 2. You got
Okay.
to roll your hit die. So let me
Ooh, I get
show
a new
you.
spell.
So if I roll hit die right there, it'll say hit die is 1d8 plus 3. So I rolled a 3, so I'm getting 6 extra health for Crowley.
Where do you find that at?
If you look on your main sheet, it'll be hit dice, which is right above your attacks and spellcasting.
Whew.
Hold up.
So you'll add 8 health to you. And
Me?
then Martin. And then everyone also will
Yes.
be at full health for
Okay.
This is
I gotta
excellent.
find
I'm happy about this.
puts me at.
Okay, where's it at?
Alright, so I get another spell.
If you look in the
another
center of
spell
your
slot.
page, above where your attacks and spellcasting is. So immediately to the right of acrobatics, the hit die.
Oh, I need to go up here. Okay. Immediately to the right of acrobatics, you said?
Yes.
Okay, hit die 1.
Yeah, just hit the hit die, like the words.
Yeah.
You'll get 4 extra
Damn!
health.
Damn.
Tony, you get
That
8.
sucks.
Well, you rolled good, somewhat. Then let me roll for Bill.
Not really.
Holy
great.
shit.
Out of a D8, it's a 3. I only got a 3. Less than half. Everyone got so much more health.
We all have more constitution than.
I don't.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
Do I?
He has 1. He just rolled a
oh
natural
never mind. He
8.
I
just
just rolled
rolled.
extremely well
Oh,
once.
okay.
in my life.
You'll add
Oh,
4.
if there was any other time to
I'm
roll
no
extremely
longer a
well,
meme.
that was the time.
Yeah.
All right. So with the health is all done. The only other thing you'd have to do is look up things that you get for
level
reaching level 2, because some people get more spells, some
I got
people get more abilities,
cunning action.
but you can add all of those at a later time. This will conclude today's game session.
Awesome.
Yes, we
What-
did good. We
there-
we experienced almost death. That was fun.
Yeah.
Fun for y'all.
Yeah, true.
Ah, you were fine. I probably could have stood not healing you.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, especially after Tony fucked that one dude up, and the
That's
other
true.
guy killed himself. You would have been
Yeah, I
fine,
would've
but so
Do you get any like pluses to your attributes at all, or no?
no. So the way that works. So are you talking like your strength, dexterity, constitution?
Yeah.
So the way that works, every 4th level, so at level 4, 8, 12, and so on, you get a choice between gaining a feat of your choice that you meet the prereqs for, or you get 2 attribute points to distribute between you. But you can't choose both. So you can either have a feat, or you can have more attributes. So once we hit that level, we'll end up being able to do that.
What level was that? I was
Level
I was
4.
on here. 4? Okay.
Hey, what up, Dan? Dan the man. You just came in when we were wrapping up. I don't know if Tony's gonna still be on. It's like 11
May-
o'clock, right?
Oh yeah, I'll probably get off.
But yeah, so that'll finish tonight's session up. So
Cool.
that leveling up, yeah, just do it on whenever you got time. And I'll look throughout the week and double check everything. And then if you want, I'll link a video that I watched in the D&D resources chat of how to make a macro that allows you to do a dice roller. instead of having like to keep rolling, I'm able to roll any amount of die that I want. Pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
So
Good to know.
yeah, I'll send you all that video. But other than that, yeah, we're good to go.
All right.
Right.
See you guys.
Yeah,
next
we'll
Sunday.
see you next Sunday, and we should be able to start same time. Well, not same time. Earlier, like 5 o'clock. My time, 5 o'clock my time, 7 y'all's.
6 in Alabama.
Oh, 6 for you. Yeah, and we'll probably keep doing it like that because I think it works out the best.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, y'all take it easy.
All right.
Alright.
you too.
All right, you too.
Peace. All right, everybody. Appreciate you coming out. Hopefully, you had a good old time watching us play some. We actually got some pretty good loot. Trying to figure out how to like balance these magical items. I didn't want to make it like too OP, but I feel like we got some pretty good stuff. But until next time, this concludes today's session of D&D. So, peace.